Welcome to the year 2003. LeBron James was the highest rated NBA prospect coming into the draft since, God, I don't know, Michael Jordan, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Tiger Woods was the PGA Tour's Player of the Year. George Bush was still in office. The year 2003 was magical. Finding Nemo was the highest grossing film for 2003. Tom Cruise was relevant. Well, I guess, all in all, 2003 was a long time ago, and we are setting the time machine way back. We are going to live in 2023 and simulate on as if this was the year. And we'll take a quick peek at the rosters. Look at the scape of the NBA. Kobe Bryant, 97 overall. So is Shaquille O'Neal. I believe he is 1 year away from saying, I want out. Tim Duncan was a young man at this point. Kevin Garnett was a Timberwolf. Take a quick peek at the rosters, though. Allen the Answer Iverson was starting to reach the age of aggression. Undersized fella, 6 feet tall, 27 years old. That's when they start to go down in their athleticism. Ray Allen does not look like this in real life. Jalen Rose, was he the one that got 81 scored on him? Zydrunas Ilgauskas was a year away from being the teammate. He had hair. He was a year away from being the teammate of LeBron James. Paul Pierce, the answer. Had he pooped his pants yet? I'm not sure. The Clippers were still irrelevant. The Grizzlies didn't even have their identity yet, although Tony Allen was a beast. The Atlanta Hawks had Sharif Abdul-Rahim and Jason the Jet, Terry and Glenn Robinson, Eddie Jones and Caron Butler. Dwayne Wade hadn't been drafted yet for the Miami Heat. The New Orleans Hornets were okay. Jamal Mashburn and Baron Davis formed a fun duo. Karl Malone and John Stockton were on their way out. Peja Stojakovic, Mike Bibby. This was the fun point for the Sacramento Kings. Peja and Bibby and Bobby Jackson. I actually went to Bobby Jackson's basketball camp when I was a young wee lad. Latrell Sprewell was a beast. Allen Houston, Kobe Bryant, Shaquille O'Neal, Derek Fisher, Rick Fox, Robert Horry. Y'all know the names. T-Mac was on the Orlando Magic with an aging Grant Hill. Dirk Nowitzki was a few years away from making his first finals, and then 5 more years away from actually winning the finals. Steve Nash in his first go with the Mavericks. I don't think he came back. Jason Kidd, speaking of the Mavericks, Kenyon Martin, Richard Jefferson, they were a lethal team back in the day. Jawan Howard, Jermaine O'Neal, always a interesting player. Ron Artest, Malice in the Palace against the Detroit Pistons. Ben Wallace, King Chauncey, Rip Hamilton was a beast. Vince Carter was a young man. Antonio Davis, undersized, and Hakeem Olajuwon on his way out. Yao Ming had not quite feasted and feasted on the NBA and then retired a few years later. Steve Francis, that's a name that you forget in the annals of history, but Steve Francis was a heck of a point guard. You got Stephon Marbury, Sean Marion, Amari Stoudemire, 19 years old, Gary Payton, Rashard Lewis, Kevin Garnett, Wally Zerbiak. Is he an all-star? He kind of seems like a bust to me. Scottie Pippen, a little bit older at this point. Derek Anderson, Anton Jameson, Gilbert Arenas, Jason Richardson, and of course, the GOAT, Michael Jordan, on his final years in the NBA for the Wizards. But we are here in the year 2003, technically 2002, 2003, and we'll be simulating to see where the NBA takes us as if 2K23 predicted, simulating through the first season. Let's see how it goes. And Tim Duncan wins MVP, 30, 17, and 4. Okay, that'll work. Yao Ming wins Rookie of the Year, 15-3 for him. What a season for the rookie. Desmond Mason for the Sonics, 6th Man of the Year. Defense Player of the Year is Benjamin Wallace. No surprises, one of the best defenders in the history of basketball. Richard Jefferson wins Most Improved, up to 16-6. What was his career before? 9-4. I guess that's fine. Greg Popovich, no surprises, best coach in the NBA for the next 20 years, and Randy Bolden, sure, is Executive of the Year. All-NBA first team is Jason Kidd, Kobe Bryant, Timothy Duncan, Kevin Garnett, and Shaquille O'Neal. Second team is Allen the Answer Iverson, Tracy McGrady, Dirk Nowitzki, Jermaine O'Neal, and Benjamin Wallace. Third team is VC, Vince Carter, Baron Davis, Paul Pierce, Sean Marion, and Yao Ming. All defensive first team, not as important. We'll probably stop going through these eventually, but Ron Artest, Jason Kidd, Tim Duncan, Kevin Garnett, and Ben Wallace. Second team is Kobe Bean Bryant, may he rest in peace, Allen Iverson, Andre Kirilenko, forgot to mention him, AK-47, one of the most fun players to root for. Also, this face scan, whatever model they're using, is horrifying. Sean Marion and Shaquille O'Neal. All rookie first team, Yao Ming, Carlos Boozer, Amari Stoudemire, Caron Butler, Manu Ginobili with hair. My God, does he look funny. And the rookie second team is Jay Williams, Reggie Evans, Drew Gooden, J.R. Bremer, and Mike Dunleavy. But taking a look across the league, around the league, those are the words that I'm looking for. League leader in scoring went to Tracy McGrady, 32 points per game. What a monster. Only played 63 games though because of injury. Kobe Bryant, second place with 31.5. Rebounds went to Ben Wallace with 19. My God, and he's only like 6'8". What a rebounding menace. Tim Duncan, KG, Shaq, and Yao. And the assist king is Jason Kidd. No surprises there. Jason Williams, White Chocolate with 10.6. Andre Miller, Steve Nash, and Stephon Marbury rounding them out. Jason Kidd leads the league in steals. Blocks goes to the defensive menace known as Ben Wallace. Field goal percentages is Kobe? Yeah. Okay, game. Like, I love you, game. I appreciate you. Kobe Bryant is not going to shoot 60% from the field. It's just, he's an inefficient shot taker and an inefficient shot maker. That does, whatever. Terrell Brandon apparently is the best free throw shooter in the NBA, but the best three-point shooter is Mike Bibby. That's fun to see. 6'1". He looks like fun. Looking across the league, around the league, NBA standings is what I'm looking for. The Spurs, no surprises, number 1 in the NBA, with the Lakers number 2. Mavericks are 3rd. That's interesting. A little bit of a fall off after 1 and 2, and then it goes Suns, Timberwolves, Warriors. Hey, the Clippers made the playoffs. Good for you. On the other side, this button, the Milwaukee Bucks really are the number 1 seed, tied with Michael Redd, Ray Allen, Sam Cassell, I guess, and the Hornets. Baron Davis, David Wesley, Jamal Mashburn, I guess. I really thought the New Jersey Nets would do a little bit better. They got 93 overall Jason Kidd. You got Kerry Kittles, Richard Jefferson, Kenyon Martin, and they finished 3rd. It's interesting. The Raptors, Knicks, Hawks, and Pistons to round them out. But we'll go ahead and simulate through the first round, see if anything fun happens. I don't care because I'm controlling every single team. This is going to be really fun to just continue to press A over and over. And the Sacramento Kings 1-8'd the Spurs. Wow. It's going to be Sacramento and Minnesota, who also upset the Phoenix Suns. And you got Lakers and Dallas prevailing on the East Coast. Another 1-8. This is why 2K is dumb, because it doesn't matter what you're seeding. It doesn't matter how good your team is. You're probably going to lose eventually. The Bucks got upset by Tracy McGrady and the Magic, and the Knicks upset the Toronto Raptors. Then you got 2 and 3 New Orleans Hornets, right? Hornets versus the New Jersey Nets. And it's going to be the 3 seed Dallas Mavericks upsetting the Lakers. So neither the 1 nor the 2 seed made it out of the Western Conference, and the 1 seed did not make it in the Eastern Conference. The 8 seed Orlando Magic, just like in real life, are trying to return a Miami team 8 seed to the finals. And let's see how this first year goes. And it's going to be Mavericks and Magic. I don't think anybody could have predicted that. Mavericks, Steve Nash, Nick Van Exel. He's a backup point guard. Don't know why he's here. Michael Finley, Dirk Nowitzki, Sean Bradley, Rafe LaFrance, Adrian Griffin, Raja Bell, Eduardo Nahara, taking on the Orlando Magic, Jacques Vaughn, Tracy McGrady, Grant Hill, Pat Garrity, Sean Kemp, a million years old, and Mike Miller is on the team. Didn't know that. There remains a Horace Grant and Daryl Armstrong also here, but let's just see how this first year goes. The Magic go up 1-0. Mavericks tied up at 1-1. Now they're up 2-1. Is Dirk Nowitzki going to get his first title early, or is Tracy McGrady, who never won a championship, going to get it? We're going in. We're at game 7. Rafe LaFrance is injured. I don't care. In Dallas, who's going to win? Tracy McGrady or Dirk Nowitzki? And it looks like Dirk has a lead early. Dirk has a lead in the 4th, and Dirk Nowitzki is going to be the first NBA champion after resetting the NBA back to what it was. We'll just hop in and watch the championship ceremony for the first season. We won't be doing this every year, but just to see Dirk Nowitzki rhyming accidentally, and he's not even in the game. That's how good of a player he is.
Congratulations to the whole organization and, of course, this incredible team. This Larry O'Brien trophy, and I believe this suitcase are yours.
Head coach Donnie Nelson gonna hoist the trophy. That never happened. Adam Silver hasn't even been commissioner yet, and he's giving out the trophy. That hasn't happened yet. And I'm betting, I'm guaranteeing, I'm making one of those Charles Barkley guarantees that Dirk Nowitzki wins the NBA Finals MVP, the first of a long line of crazy skilled big men who probably are too tall to be doing what they do, and yet somehow they figure it out. Dirk Nowitzki hoists the trophy, 24 points in an elimination game, as the Mavericks, interestingly, win the first championship after starting the simulation. And now we'll start to get into where the NBA gets weird. Kevin Willis, gone. Charles Oakley, gone. Mark Jackson, Horace Grant, Scottie Pippen, gone. And there you have it. Michael Jeffrey Jordan retiring as well, the greatest of all time. But unfortunately, or fortunately, a new greatest of all time is coming in as Scottie Pippen and Michael Jordan go into the Hall of Fame. No surprise, they're going to get their jersey retired by the Chicago Bulls. Historical changes, do whatever you need to do. I don't care. League meetings, are any of these fun? No. And we'll be going on to the NBA draft. We do control every single team, so it's not really important who gets where, what, when, why, and how. But LeBron James, #1 overall, is going to the Utah Jazz. Wow, the Cavaliers don't win, but they still get Carmelo Anthony, a consolation prize. The Grizzlies picking up Dwayne Wade. They love their undersized athletic guards. Chris Bosh going to the Nuggets. Lance Ross, I think, is a creative character, and the Rockets really picked badly here. Chris Kaman going to the Heat. Jason Valentine, any notable names here? David West, I guess. I thought we read his name already. No, that was David Wesley. Going to the Magic. Matt Boner, my favorite player, going to the Pistons. But already the NBA landscape has changed, hopefully for the better, ? Mavericks look pretty similar. Free agency wasn't a big deal. I see Rip Hamilton is now a Denver Nuggets. So I'm not going to point out anybody too notable here unless, something happens. Yao Ming is already up to a 90 overall. But the next best player is Cuttino Mobley. That's not ideal. For whatever reason, the Spurs picked up Jermaine O'Neal in free agency. Don't know how I feel about that, but they're still a very good team. Bruce Bowen starting to hit the age of aggression pretty hard. Sean Marion, Stephon Marbury. I'll say this, I definitely was not expecting LeBron James to go to the Utah Jazz. Of all places, of all teams, a Utah Jazz looking LeBron James doesn't quite feel right. We'll take a look at the preseason power rankings. You get the San Antonio Spurs #1, Lakers #2, Nets #3, Wolves #4, and Magic #5. The Mavericks go on, they win a championship, and then they're just like, yeah, we don't actually care about you. You're 22nd in the power rankings. Okay, Knicks, Blazers, Wizards, and Clippers to round out the bottom 5. Shaquille O'Neal wins MVP, 31-16, most deserved over Stephen Nash. Rookie of the year, though, no surprises, LeBron James, 31 points for a rookie. 6 rebounds, 5 assists, not great shooting splits, but hey, LeBron James never was a shooter. He's just a natural born scorer. 6th man of the year is Grant Hill on the Magic. Benjamin Wallace, once again, defensive player of the year. Most improved is Elton Brand on the Pacers. And Walt McLeod is coach of the year. Really, game? Really? Randy Bolden, executive of the year. Really, game? Really? All NBA first team is T-Mac, Jason Kidd, LeBron James in his rookie season, Kevin Garnett, and Shaquille O'Neal. Second team is Gilbert Arenas on the Warriors. Okay, they love their undersized guards. Allen Iverson, Elton Brand. Okay. Tim Duncan and Yao Ming. All NBA third team is Kobe Bryant, broken hand, 46 weeks for the playoffs. D Wade, 1 to 2 weeks for the Grizz. Paul Pierce, Dirk Nowitzki, and Pau Gasol. All defensive first team is Ron Artest, Jason Kidd, Tim Duncan, Sean Marion, torn calf muscle, and Ben Wallace. For the second team is Kobe, D Wade, Elton Brand, Kevin Garnett, Shaquille O'Neal. All rookies are LeBron James, Dwayne Wade, Carmelo Anthony, Chris Bosh, and Kobe Washington. Excuse me? You're a 74 overall. You can't score 20 points a night in your rookie season, sir. Chris Kaman, look at his hair on the All-NBA second team with Kyle Korver, Ryan Rowe, Terrell Bennett, and Gary Whitehead. Well, that's certainly a thing that happened in the NBA reset. But looking at the league leader in scoring, Tracy McGrady just beasting on the NBA. 33 points per game. LeBron James is second. MVP Shaq is third. Jerry Stackhouse, is fourth. And Kobe Bryant, even though he's injured, is fifth. Looking at the rebounds, Benjamin Wallace, Shaquille O'Neal, Elton Brand, Yao Ming, and Timothy Duncan. And the assist king is once again Jason Kidd. White Chocolate second. Tony Parker, Gilbert Arenas, and Stephen Nash. Can we see before? I can't. He definitely wasn't a 9 assist point guard, though. I will tell you that. Steals is Ron Artest. Blocks is Ben Wallace. And field goal percentages is Tracy McGrady. Because, of course, guys who are perimeter shooters normally shoot in the high 60s. Free throw king is Luke Ridnour, okay, and Rashard Lewis, 54% from 3. Ricky Davis and Jason Terry also in the 50s. Was not expecting that. Taking a quick peek at the NBA standings for this second season, the 2004, I guess, season. Spurs are first with the Grizzlies and Warriors right behind them. Okay, Gilbert Arenas has turned this team around. He replaced Baron Davis is on the Hornets. He replaced somebody, but that's interesting. Jason Richardson's still here. LA Lakers, Dallas Mavericks, okay. And the Eastern Conference is the Orlando Magic, once an 8 seed, 97 overall, 34 whatever point per game, scoring Tracy McGrady. You got the Bucks here, still good. I don't know how. And then the Bulls, Nets, Hawks, and Celtics all closely following them. But we'll go ahead and just simulate through the first season as the... Anybody notable? Anybody fun? No upsets. The 1 seeds actually made it out of the first round. Oh my God. Brain blast. The 2 seed though, Grizzlies lost because D-Wade is injured. And then the Golden State Warriors got 4-1. Everybody else took care of business. I do see a really fun matchup though here. The Spurs and the Lakers, 1 versus 4. Tim Duncan versus Shaquille O'Neal. Jermaine O'Neal versus Kobe Bryant. And the Spurs are rolling. Is that because Kobe's gone? It is. Shaq just trying to do it as much as he can at a 95 overall. And he's going to come up short. It's going to be Magic Bulls. Okay, upset the Bucks. And the Timberwolves ousted the Phoenix Suns. Do we have a 1 seed coming up here? 1v1? No, the Spurs beat the Lakers and then lose to the Timberwolves. Really? Kevin Garnett and Wally Szczerbiak carrying this team to the finals against Tracy McGrady, who's back, and he loses his 2nd in a row. Wally Szczerbiak is the finals MVP. No, that's not allowed. You can't do this to me, 2K. Wally Szczerbiak is a scrub. John Stockton says, I have had enough. So has Hakeem, the Dream. So has Mailman, Karl Malone, Rod Strickman, Lottie Divac, Clarence Weatherspoon. What? A couple of things that have happened so far. Karl Malone, Hakeem Olajuwon, and Giannis Stockton going into the Hall of Fame. Gonna get their jersey retired. Wow, Hakeem doesn't get his jersey retired? Was not expecting that, but okay. It looks like the Bobcats are going to be coming into the NBA. They're the Bobcats for like a season, and then they become the Hornets because the Hornets become the Pelicans. This is this whole thing with Charlotte, New Orleans. I don't know what their damn problem is, but we will go ahead and see what this Bobcats team looks like. We got Carlos Arroyo, Moochie Norris, Austin Crochet, Scott Pollard, Eduardo Nahara. This Bobcats team is going to be complete ass. Dikembe Mutombo, Bo Outlaw. Yeah, not what I'm looking for if I'm a team that's trying to actually compete. But we'll go ahead and skip through the draft and see if anybody fun comes up. CM. And it's going to be Dwight Howard, #1 overall pick, going to the Trailblazers because they have a strong history of drafting big men really high in the draft. Andre Iguodala going to the Wizards. Jacob Chaney, whoever you are, going to the Knicks. JT Theus going to lead the way for the Bobcats as their 1st overall pick. I don't know what it is about these historical draft classes, but they don't have a lot of actual real players, which is kind of bizarre to me. But Josh Smith, Jay Smoove going at 16th. And we'll just simulate through free agency. I'm not controlling anybody because that is how we do when we step back and watch the history of the NBA unfold. And looking at player progression, anybody go anywhere fun? Pau Gasol. We'll just check around the league. Looks like Baron Davis decided to join the Miami Heat to team up with Caron Butler. That's fun. Kenyon Martin, going to be the bad boy for LeBron James here. They also have Jay Williams at the point guard position. That's interesting a little bit. Did Manu leave the Spurs? He's now on the Kings. Okay, was not expecting that. The Lakers continue to get worse as far as their depth is concerned. Mike Miller comes over to join the Magic. Hopefully he can put Tracy McGrady and the rest of the team over the top. Steve Nash and Elton Brand have joined Al Harrington and the Pacers. Maybe they can do something competitive for once. Ron Artest, Chauncey Billups, nothing changing for the Pistons. Lamar Odom came over to the Raptors. That's fun. Jamal Crawford is on the Rockets. Was he before? Not sure. Jermaine O'Neal still on the Spurs. Amari, Sean Marion. Not a lot I'm seeing. Gary Payton going down 5 overalls hurts just because he's so old. Dwight Howard, though, is the #1 overall pick. Hopefully he escapes injury hell, as Zach Randolph is also there for the Blazers because they're just a great run organization. Why not? Don't draft Michael Jordan. Draft, what was his name? Sam Bowie. Yeah. And a quick peek at the power rankings. Spurs are #1, Lakers 2, Nets 3, Jazz with LeBron James 4, and the Minnesota Timberwolves are 5. Looking at the bottom of the barrel, it's once again the Knicks, the Supersonics, Wizards, Mavericks, which is interesting. Do they have Dirk reaching the age of regression? He's down to a 91. That is weird. And then the Celtics and Raptors to round out the bottom of the barrel of the NBA in the 2004 heading into the 2005 NBA season. KG wins MVP 25, 11, and 7, having 43% from the three-point line. That's impressive. Dwight Howard, no surprises, wins Rookie of the Year, 21 points, 10 rebounds, and look at that, 16% from the three-point line. What a beast. Jacob Chaney is Sixth Man of the Year. Okay, 12 and 12 for him. Ron Artest, Defensive Player of the Year for the Pistons. Of course he goes to the Pistons. AK-47s wins Most Improved, 18, 9, 3, 2, and 2. You wish. Greg Popovich wins Coach of the Year as Executive of the Year is some guy. On the NBA first team is Tony Parker, 22 years old. Allen Iverson still on the list. Kevin Garnett, injured, but he's still going to play. LeBron James and Shaquille O'Neal. All NBA second team is Kobe, Gilbert Arenas, Elton Brand, Tim Duncan, and Yao Ming. Third team is D-Wade, Jason Kidd, Carmelo Anthony, Andre Kirilenko, and Pau Gasol. All defense first team, Ron Artest, Kobe Bryant, AK-47, LeBron James, Ben Wallace. Second team is D-Wade, Allen Iverson, Tim Duncan, Elton Brand, Shaquille O'Neal. All rookies are Dwight Howard, Andre Iguodala, Devin Harris, okay. Kevin Martin leading the All-NBA second team with Alex Brewer, Chucky Graham, Philip Wolf, and Freddie Marks. Take a quick peek at the league leaders for the 2005 season now. Carmelo Anthony for the Cavs. This is just bizarre to me, but okay. Also, what's wrong with his face scan? Leading the way, 30 points per night in his second season? Yeah, LeBron James second, Tony Parker, Michael Redd, and Kobe Bryant rounding out the top 5. Rebounds is Ben Wallace, just ahead of Elton Brand, Shaquille O'Neal, Jacob Chaney, and Yao Ming. And assist goes to Tony Parker, Stephen Nash for the Pacers, Jason Williams, Jason Kidd, and Gilbert Arenas. Steals is Ron Artest, blocks is Ben Wallace, and field goal percentages is Tracy Brady. 2K. Free throw king is Allen Houston, and the three-point champion is Paul Pierce. Okay, game, do what you gotta do. I will just enjoy and watch as the NBA is growing and unfolding. The Bucks continue to be really good in simulation and do absolutely nothing in the playoffs. I saw Greg Ostertag was on the team. 76ers are second in the East. I'm confused at the win percentages here. Why are the Hawks the third seed? Oh, because of conferences. They're like 4 games over 500 and they're third. And then you have Nets, Pacers, and Bulls, Cavs, Raptors rounding that out. Looking at the Western Conference, once again, the Spurs and the Lakers. Unfortunately, they never seem to make it to the finals. Timberwolves, Warriors, Suns, Grizzlies, Jazz, and Clippers rounding out the top 10. I have the Bobcats right now. I try to pick a team that's going to be horrible in the upcoming season so I don't sway anything too badly if I'm controlling a single team, even though technically I control all 30 teams. I'm doing my best to make sure that the simulator does what the simulator does, and that means having the 1 seed San Antonio Spurs get upset by the 8-seeded LA Clippers. They have like 280 overalls on their team, led by Corey Maggette and Speedy Claxton. And you upset the Spurs. Okay, game. Everybody else handled their business as it looks like it's going to be the Lakers once again get eliminated. It's Timberwolves, Warriors, Philadelphia 76ers, and Nets. I can believe the East Coast. I can't believe that the Warriors have made it to the finals with Gilbert Arenas. Actually, the team is okay. You got Anton Jameson, Mike Dunleavy, Jason Richardson, and Gilbert Arenas leading the way for them. For the 76ers, you got Allen Iverson, Keith Van Horn, and then other. Basically, a whole bunch of replacement level players. Let's see if AI can win his championship. He does not. Gilbert Arenas wins NBA Finals MVP. Anybody had that predicted for the third season as David Robinson is retiring? The Admiral at 39 years old, Steve Kerr, Steve Smith, Dikembe Mutombo, Latrell Sprewell. Looking at the staff retirements, nobody notable. Hall of Fame inductees is David Robinson. No surprises there. Gonna get his jersey retired by the Spurs. Sean Kemp, before he became Sean Klump, gonna get his jersey retired. The rest of these I do not care much for. Cruising through the NBA draft, the New York Knicks have their point guard of the future, Clifford Paul, going #1 overall. Jacob Brewer going #2 to the Hornets. Oof. Charlie Villanueva going #3 to the Pistons. Oof. Hakeem Warwick. And then finally, Deron Williams, a respectable pick, goes at #5. Cliff Allen, I don't know who you are. Andrew Bogut goes to 8. Danny Granger goes 10. Y'all remember when people were saying who's better, Danny Granger or Paul George on the Pacers? Not a great time to be in the NBA as a fan, but here it is. What is happening? Can I just see what players go up? Thank you. Andre Kirilenko coming over to save the Charlotte Bobcats. That'll be making them actually pretty respectable. Looks like AI does not get a lot of help. Yeah, it looks like this is one of those off seasons where not a lot of movement occurs in the NBA. Everybody's kind of sticking to their teams, and that's fine. That's respectable. Got to do what you got to do. It's just not really fun when I'm going through every single team trying to catalog what's happening, and nothing is happening. Zach Randolph and Dwight Howard fighting for that potential future starting center position. I can't believe Gilbert Arenas led his team to a championship, though. That is wild. I can't believe Gilbert Arenas is like a 95 overall. That is wild. Taking a quick peek at the preseason power rankings for the 2005 season, I believe. You got the Utah Jazz one led by King James, Lakers, Warriors, Nets, and Spurs. And down here at the bottom are the Sonics, Bucks, Blazers, Celtics, and Hawks. Rough. Look at that. The rich get richer. Gilbert Arenas wins MVP 29, 5, and 9.5. Unreal numbers he's putting up. Clifford Paul wins Rookie of the Year 19 and 9. What are these rookie numbers? Desmond Mason, 6th Man of the Year. Defensive Player of the Year is Ron Artest. Reed Burks, Most Improved, and Coach of the Year is some guy. Ronald Glover. Oh my God, look at his face. Just look at it. Look at it. You can't look away. Is Executive of the Year. All-NBA first name is Gilbert Arenas. Tony Parker, LeBron James, Kevin Garnett, and Shaquille O'Neal. On the All-NBA second team is D. Wade, Kobe Bryant, Tim Duncan, Dirk Nowitzki, and Yao Ming. On the third team is T-Mac, Allen Iverson, Carmelo Anthony, Elton Brand, and Chris Kaman. All defense first team is Ron Artest, who is injured, Kobe Bryant, Andre Kirilenko, LeBron James, and Ben Wallace. He's going to be coming back, though, after a fractured left hand. Second team is D. Wade, Jason Kidd, Tim Duncan, Elton Brand, and Shaquille O'Neal. All rookie first team is Chris Allen, Cliff Allen, Chris Paul, Cliff Allen, damn it, Deron Williams, Randolph Forrest, and Raymond Felton. On the all-rookie second team is Danny Granger, Aaron Cheeks, because he is, in fact, Cheeks, Cameron Morris, Andrew Bogut, and Jacob Brewer. So I think Gilbert Arenas is taking over the NBA right now, which is kind of weird, but LeBron James leading the NBA in scoring at 30 points, 9 rebounds. T-Mac, Gilbert Arenas, Tony Parker, and Carmelo Anthony behind him. Rebounds is Carlos Boozer for the Nets. Tim Duncan, Elton Brand, Ben Wallace, and Yao Ming. Assist king is Tony Parker. Gilbert Arenas second, though. What are these stats he's putting up, man? Jason Kidd, Cliff Paul, and Andre Miller. Steals is Ron Artest. Blocks is Brendan Haywood. And footer percentages is Tim Duncan. Finally a big man. Free throw king is Mo Williams. And the three-point champion is David Wesley. Really, game? Really? Did he ever shoot a three in his life? Like, really, game? Really? I'm sure. He's a 50-something% three-point shooter. NBA standings goes to the Cleveland Cavaliers in the Eastern Conference. Devin Harris, Ricky Davis, Carmelo Anthony, Zydrunas Ilgauskas. Not bad. Nets are second. And then there's basically a whole bunch of crap in the East, which is kind of like in real life. For the West, it goes the Golden State Warriors, Memphis Grizzlies, Portland Trailblazers, Phoenix Suns. Yeah, this is kind of like replicating how it was in the real world. You have, what is this, like 7 good teams in the West, and you have 1 good team in the East. Who's the Cavaliers? Surprise, shock, I know. But we're going to simulate through the playoffs and see what is happening. Hey, yay, what's going on? As I have to press this button a lot because 2K is annoying, but it looks like the 1 seed survived. Finally, the 2 seed survived in the West, but they got upset in the East. The Nets got beat by the Celtics. Who's on the Celtics right now? Paul Pierce, 85 overall. Antoine Walker kind of seems underrated. I think Paul Pierce is like a 91, 92 overall player in his prime. And then Grizzlies and the Utah Jazz, who aren't playing all that well. I don't know what it is about LeBron James, but he's not really excelling in this series that's going on right now. We got the Grizzlies led by an 84 overall Stromile Swift versus the Timberwolves led by KG. Okay. And then you have the Cleveland Cavaliers #1 seed led by Carmelo Anthony versus the Raptors, who have an 88 overall Vince Carter. Why is he regressing so fast? I guess that's kind of what happened in real life, but that's weird. Cavs get eliminated. It's Timberwolves Raptors. Like, what? And the Timberwolves win. Kevin Garnett wins NBA Finals MVP. NBA's weird, man, but we're in the 2006 season. Doug Christie is retiring. So is Calbert Cheney and Tony Kukoc and Penny Hardaway. All right, staff retirements. Nobody notable here. Historical changes. Nothing interesting. Just a couple of brandings, changes, whatever. Not really that important. Going on to the NBA draft for the 2005-2006 season. Do I remember the draftees? I do not. So you know what? Let's just simulate right through it and see who goes where. Rajon Rondo going to the Lakers, #1 overall. How did that happen? Where is Kobe and Shaq? Andre Bargnani going to the Supersonics. Paul Millsap going to the Bobcats. Calbert Pierce going to the Pistons. And Kyle Lowry, Mr. Toronto, going to Denver. Okay, LaMarcus Aldridge ending up on the Magic. JJ Redick to the Heat. I think the Cavs are going to be good for a long time, though. D Wade turning into a beast, 94 overall. On the Grizzlies. He moved, right? No? Oh, so he was injured in the playoffs. That's what happened with them. Hawks don't seem all that good. The Heat, same thing. The Hornets, same thing. LeBron James, I don't want to say he's disappointing because he doesn't have a lot of help here, but the Jazz as a whole for drafting LeBron James have been disappointing. Kings, Knicks. Somehow the Lakers ended up with the #1 overall pick, and they got Rajon Rondo, who's kind of perfect. Yeah, I don't know how they ended up with that, but that'll be great for the Lakers in the future. The Lakers always seem to get the right moves and have the right things happen to them. Chris Bosh is only an 83 overall. That hurts. The Pacers have like 3 players on their team. That's weird. Other than that, though, nothing too major occurring as far as free agency is concerned. And we'll take a look at the preseason power rankings. The Jazz are first because of LeBron James, but we will see. Lakers second, Spurs third, Grizzlies fourth, and then the Magic are the first Eastern Conference team. They're at the 5th seed in the power rankings. And looking at the bottom of the barrel is the Pacers because they had like 4 players on their team, so they had to go and re-sign a whole bunch of scrubs. So it's Steven Nash and then everybody else. Sonics, Hornets, Nuggets, and Kings. LeBron James picks up his first MVP, 28, 9.5, 7, 42% from the three-point line, 2 steals, 2 blocks. That's a MVP kind of season. Andre Bargnani wins Rookie of the Year. Just saying. Seth Manning, 6th Man of the Year. LeBron James, Defensive Player of the Year. Most Improved is Salim Stoudemire. Coach of the Year is Thomas Russell, and Executive of the Year is Phil Bledsoe. Looking at the All-NBA first team, it's D Wade, T-Mac, LeBron James, Kevin Garnett, and Chris Kaman is the best center in the NBA. Okay. All-NBA second team is Jason Kidd, Kobe Bryant, Dirk Nowitzki, Carmelo Anthony, and Shaquille O'Neal, 90 overall, still at his aging, what is he, 32 years old? 35. Gilbert Arenas, Allen Iverson, Tim Duncan, Paul Pierce, and Yao Ming round out the All-NBA third team. All-defensive first team is Kobe Bryant, Ron Artest, LeBron James, Tim Duncan, and Ben Wallace. Second team is D Wade, Allen Iverson, Kevin Garnett, Sean Marion, and Chris Kaman. All-rookie first team is Andre Bargnani, Rudy Gay, Kyle Lowry, Rajon Rondo, and Paul Millsap. Second team is LaMarcus Aldridge, Nathan Hall, Donovan Riviera, Ronnie Teague, and Calbert Pierce. But we'll take a quick peek at these stats. NBA is going in a weird place right now. That's all I can say. Dirk Nowitzki leads the league in scoring. That's fun. 28 points for him. LeBron James, MVP right behind him. T-Mac, Carmelo Anthony, and Tony Parker? I don't get it, but hey, it is what it is. Rebounds goes to Kevin Garnett. Behind him is Ben Wallace, Jacob Chaney, Carlos Boozer, and Zach Randolph. And then assist king is once again Jason Kidd, Tony Parker, Gilbert Arenas, Andre Miller, and Stephon Marbury behind him. Steals is LeBron James. Blocks is Theo Ratliff. For field goal percentages is Dwight Howard. Free throw king is Ray Allen, and the three-point champion is Michael Redd. That's fun. Dirk Nowitzki right behind him. How does the NBA standings look? You got the Golden State Warriors, led by Gilbert Arenas, and Jason Richardson, and Mike Dunleavy, and Anton Jameson, #1 overall. No surprises there. Grizzlies, led by D Wade, Shane Battier, Stromile Swift, Pau Gasol, 2nd. Jazz with King James 3rd. Suns, Hornets, and then Rockets rounding out the top 6 teams. For the East, it's the Magic and then everybody else. Which is funny because the Magic aren't even all that good, just the rest of the teams are bad. Why are the Cavaliers not performing well? They have talent. They have a superstar in Melo. Why are they like... What seed are they even? They're the 3 seed. It's disgusting. What's happening? Anyway, gotta simulate through the screen. It's probably the most annoying screen in the world as the Cavaliers do get eliminated in the first round, but looks like the 1 seeds do survive. Everybody handles their business in the West. On the East, Nets fall to the Celtics. Cleveland Cavaliers fall to the 76ers. And then the Wizards, who were the 2 seed. Don't know why my voice went that high. And then the Wizards, who were the 2 seed. 2 seed. 2 seed. 2. How are the Wizards the 2 seed? Oh, Michael Redd Andre Miller, Andre Iguodala, I guess, but they fall as well. So we'll just be simulating to the finals for each conference. And we got the Warriors, Grizzlies, #1 seeded Magic, and the Philadelphia 76ers being the one upset. And it looks like we have a Magic Grizzlies battle of the guards. NBA finals going on here. So D Wade versus Tracy McGrady. I got D Wade winning this, so T-Mac probably going to lose another championship, but he finally breaks through and wins the championship. NBA Finals MVP is T-Mac, 96 overall, 26 points per game. Player retirements. I did not know Gary Payton was still in the league, but he's gone. David Wesley, Allen Houston, Juwan Howard, Brent Barry, Eric Snow. I think I saw Bruce Bowen in there as well. Paul Silas and Phil Jackson are going to be retiring for the staff. Hall of Fame inductees is Gary Payton and probably Phil Jackson, right? I mean, like, is he a Hall of Fame head coach? Sure, he won 47 NBA championships, but how important is a championship really? Ask Kevin Durant. New tech, social media is now a thing. That's kind of funny. The rest of these rules are pretty much useless to me. Don't care. And what draft class is this? If I remember correctly, the 2007 draft class, I don't care. The 2007 draft class is after Cliff Paul. I don't remember. Greg Oden. Oh no. And Kevin Durant. Okay, so Greg Oden is coming in to replace. How do the Lakers keep getting the #1 overall pick? He's coming in to replace Shaquille O'Neal. Maybe. Kevin Durant falls to #2 for the second time in history, going to the Sonics for the second time in history. E. Janland going to the Pacers. Rodney Stuckey goes to the Mavericks. Al Horford going to the Pistons. Michael Conley going to the Nuggets. Wow. Of course, Greg Oden goes #1 overall again. Of all the choices you make, Greg Oden was probably the wrong one. But hey, this is 2K, the re-simulation. Kevin Durant on the Supersonics. Surprise, surprise. Anybody else doing some fun things? Vince Carter coming over to the Timberwolves to team up with Kevin Garnett. That's fun. You got Kyle Korver there also. Tim Duncan, Dwight Howard, and Zach Randolph are now on the Blazers. Why? Do you not have enough big men? Don't you know what the future of the NBA is? It looks like Gilbert Arenas has left the Warriors. Maybe he got fed up with it. Michael Redd's playing up to a 90, though. Did not know that. Steven Nash comes over. Has he been there? I'm not really sure. Steve Francis teaming up with AK-47 on the Bobcats. Allen Iverson really regressing hard, but Elton Brand going to come in to try to help. The Bucks aren't all that good. Tyson Chandler's an 88 overall. That doesn't make sense. Zydrunas Ilgauskas down to an 83. Vin Baker is the best player on the Celtics. Brutal. Deron Williams is here instead of Rajon Rondo. Grizzlies picked up nobody. I mean, how did this Lakers team end up like this? You picked up Rajon Rondo #1 overall. Greg Oden #1 overall. When you could have taken Kevin Durant #1 overall. You still have a 99 overall Kobe Bryant as Shaquille O'Neal is regressing hard. The Lakers are the story. And the Magic pick up Yao Ming. The rich get richer. The better, the good, the great get better. Wow, and Chris Bosh is not developing at all. Pretty brutal, but the rest of the NBA, Gilbert Arenas going to the Rockets with Rip Hamilton. The rest of the NBA does not look all that fun. Peja is replacing Tim Duncan. Why would you make that decision? I don't know, but I can't believe Kevin Durant is yet again a Supersonic. Some things never change. Now if he can just stay off Twitter, because social media is a thing. Looking at the preseason power rankings as I'm just buying time until I can get to this window right here, and I'm going to go here. And it's the Utah Jazz led by King James #1, Lakers 2, Blazers 3, Magic 4, and Suns 5. And at the bottom of the league is going to be the Kings, Nuggets, Hawks, Hornets, and Bobcats. LeBron James wins MVP second time in a row, 27-9-7. Kevin Durant, Rookie of the Year. I bet the Lakers are regretting that. Sidney Richardson, Sixth Man of the Year. Okay, LeBron James Defensive Player of the Year. Most improved is Jared Bailey. Okay, and Coach of the Year is some guy. Executive of the Year, some guy. All-NBA first team is Kobe, D. Wade, LeBron James, Dirk Nowitzki, and Yao Ming. On the second team is Gilbert Arenas, Clifford, Paul, Kevin Garnett, Carmelo Anthony, Chris Kaman again. Third team is Allen Iverson, Tony Parker, Tim Duncan, Chris Bosh, and Andre Bargnani. AI is 32, and he's still playing up to a 92. What a beast! All defensive first team is Kobe, Ron Artest, LeBron James, Andre Kirilenko, and Benjamin Wallace. Second team is D. Wade, Andre Iguodala, Tim Duncan, Jermaine O'Neal, and Yao Ming. All rookie first team is Kevin Durant, Al Horford, Cole Daniels, Rodney Stuckey, Mo Hardy. Wow, did Greg Oden not even play? He's not on any of the all-rookie teams. Did the Lakers not make the playoffs? What is happening to this Lakers squad? You have a 99 overall Kobe Bryant. Tell me what happened. The Lakers were the worst team in the NBA. How did Greg Oden do? 7 points, 8 points, and 6.9 rebounds. Nice. Number 1 overall pick. 82 overall. How many games did he play? 38 out of 78. Well, he was healthy, so, you know, there's that. For the West, the best team is the Grizzlies, Blazers, and Jazz. The West is starting to come down. How does the Eastern Conference look? You got the Magic, number 1 overall. You got the 76ers. You got the Cavaliers, kinda. So there's like 4 actually good teams in the NBA right now. Taking a peek at the league leader in scoring, and what's a Kobe Bryant on the worst team in the NBA. Rebounds is Yao Ming. Assist is Gilbert Arenas. Looking at the steals, it's LeBron James. Blocks is Jacob Brewer. And field goal percentages is Dwight Howard. Free throw champion is Ray Allen, shooting 96.9% nice. And the 3-point king is Paulith Pierce. Well, nothing to do but just to watch through and let the simulating do what the simulating do. And that means that the 1 seed once again got 180. The best team pretty much in the NBA, Magic, with Yao Ming and Tracy McGrady coming off winning an NBA championship, have been eliminated. That's fine. Everybody else handled their business. Looks like the Knicks lost to the Hawks for whatever that's worth. And we got Blazers beating the Suns. You got the Jazz beating 4-0, sweeping the 1 seeded Grizzlies. Okay, maybe LeBron James finally breaks through. And then you have the Pacers, 8 seed versus the Philadelphia 76ers, an aging Allen Iverson. Once again, King James loses. So it's Allen Iverson looking to win a championship again, 92 overall with Elton Brand. And then you have the like 8 bigs that are on the Portland Trail Blazers, Tim Duncan, Zach Randolph, Dwight Howard. Who is going to win it this time? First game goes to the Blazers. Second game goes to the Answer. Third game goes to the Blazers. Tied up once again, 2-2. Blazers yet again. Are we back and forth? We're going to a game 7. Allen Iverson versus Tim Duncan. Who you got? Who you gonna root for? Who you gonna watch? I'm rooting for Allen Iverson, but it looks like they are losing here going into the 4th quarter. Close enough game, but not close enough to hop in and watch. 7 points, 9 points, and it looks like AI is once again going to come just a little bit short as Tim Duncan leads the way for the Portland Trail Blazers, winning NBA Finals MVP. Player retirements: Nick Van Exel, Alonzo Mourning wasn't even playing, Danielle Marshall, Sean Bradley, Greg Ostertag. Staff retirements: whole bunch of guys that we do not know. I don't know a single one of those, but Alonzo Mourning and Grant Hill gonna get their jersey retired. Any of these fun, or they're just uniforms? Relocate and completely rebrand the Seattle Supersonics to the Oklahoma City Thunder. I am all in on that. And the 2008 draft is going to go Kevin Love, number 1 overall, ahead of Derrick Rose. Injuries are on, but interestingly, D Rose going to the Heat instead of Kevin Love, who's going to the Raptors. Russell Westbrook, number 3 overall, goes to the Spurs. Don't know how that's going to work alongside Tony Parker, but that's really best player available. DeAndre Jordan, another center, going to the Lakers. Brooke Lopez and Robin Lopez going. Danilo Gallinari. DJ, nope. Daryl Augustin going 13th. Interesting draft class. Not sure how I feel about that, but we'll take a quick peek at these teams before we head into the 2008-2009 season. The NBA has definitely taken a turn. I don't know if it's for the worse or the better. It's really a lot like the NFL, where no one team is always beating everybody else. When you thought the Spurs were going to be great, they were the 1 seed multiple times in a row, they would just continue to lose. But now Tim Duncan on the Blazers wins a championship. What? Jarvis Hayes is an 83 overall. I don't know who you are, sir. The Wizards have Steve Nash, Brendan Haywood, Andre Miller, Andre Iguodala, Michael Redd. The Bobcats are horrible. Yeah, sorry, Bobcats fans. Hornet fans. Where are they? Yeah, they're the Charlotte Hornets now. Allen Iverson is now into the 80s. He's just old and regressing hard. I don't know what's holding back this Cavs team. You got 90 overall, Carmelo Anthony, reaching the age of regression. What? Devin Harris, Zydrunas Ilgauskas, Ricky Davis, Vladimir Radmanovich. Like, your team is good enough to compete, and they don't. The Celtics are okay. Don't love them, don't hate them. The Clippers are honestly not too bad. The Grizzlies continue to disappoint because D-Wade just isn't that dude, I guess. Hawks not all that good. The Heat, they have Derrick Rose. So if D Rose turns into prime vintage Derrick Rose, the Heat are going to be good for a long time. Tony Parker joins the Jazz. He said, I'm teaming up with my enemy, LeBron James, and we're going to bring a championship to Utah. That's a fun storyline. The Kings, not all that good. The Knicks pick up Dirk Nowitzki. Okay, that's a pretty good team. Dirk, Cliff Paul, and then Trevor Ariza, Chucky Graham. Do they have that center that was averaging like a double-double inexplicably, even though he's a creative character? Greg Oden is here. Rajon Rondo is here. Shaq is old. And Kobe Bryant is gone. Where is he? Where do you think he went? Andre Kirilenko joins the Magic. Where is Kobe Bryant? We are officially on Kobe Bryant watch, and he joins the Nuggets. Chris Bosh, who has not developed at all. Kyle Lowry, Mr. Toronto, and now Kobe Bryant in Denver. What could go wrong? You got Chris Kaman on the Pacers, Rudy Gay. The Pistons kind of kept their team together. Kind of drafted the same as you would expect them to. Kevin Love on the Raptors, Rockets, Gilbert Arenas. The rest of this team in the league kind of looks similar. Kevin Durant on the Thunder. That's just kind of funny. And Andre Bargnani, who's playing well. He's at 86 overall. Like, why? And look at the preseason power rankings. The Utah Jazz once again #1 overall. Blazers after their championship are 2. Magic 3. Timberwolves and Nuggets. Rounding at the top 5. At the bottom of the barrel is the Kings, Mavericks, Bobcats, Hawks. LeBron James of the Utah Jazz wins MVP yet again. 27-9 and 8. 45% from 3 is just unreal. Derrick Rose wins Rookie of the Year. 22-5 for the Miami Heat. He just looks good in a Heat jersey. Eddie Curry, 6th Man of the Year. LeBron James, Defensive Player of the Year. Royal Ivy is most improved. Okay, up from 8-3 to 13-4. I guess that's good. Tom Russell, Coach of the Year, and Phil Bledsoe is Executive of the Year. All NBA first team is D Wade, Allen Iverson, still at age 33. LeBron James, Kevin Garnett, and Chris Kaman. I don't know what it is about Chris Kaman, but he has had an unreal career since he left the Clippers, or never joined the Clippers. Gilbert Arenas, Kobe Bryant, Kevin Durant, Carmelo Anthony, and Yao Ming on the All-NBA second team. Third team is Cliff Paul, Chauncey Billups, Tim Duncan, Dirk Nowitzki, torn MCL. Oof, that hurts, and he's age 30. And Pau Gasol. All defense first team is Ron Artest for the Heat. That makes sense. Kobe Bryant, LeBron James, Tim Duncan, and Chris Kaman. Second team is D Wade, Rajon Rondo, Jermaine O'Neal, Sean Marion, Anderson Varejao. Third team are all rookies: D Rose, Russell Westbrook, Kevin Love, Boris Diaw, and Tracy Kim. For the second team is George Hill. He's gone for the season. Fractured leg. Danilo Gallinari, Mario Chalmers, DeAndre Jordan for the Lakers, and Alan Sanders. Kind of an interesting NBA that we're starting to look at here, but we'll look at the NBA standings. Orlando Magic, yet again, the 1 seed in the Eastern Conference. Are they going to do anything? Probably not. I don't see Tracy McGrady. Is he hurt? He is. What is Tracy McGrady at? This is like, this should be the Tracy McGrady experience, and he just continues to fail or get hurt. Torn calf muscle, 4 to 6 weeks. He's gone. He's done. The Magic are going to get 1-8'd. Oh, boy. Anyway, looking at the NBA standings. 76ers, and then the Cavs, for whatever reason, just do not gel. They have a 90 overall Devin Harris. They have a 91 overall Carmelo Anthony. Ricky Davis, 82. Zildrunas Ilgauskas, 81. And they barely are over 500. The Celtics are the only other notable team in the Eastern Conference. Looking at the West, it's LeBron James, and then the rest of the NBA. So I fully expect the Jazz to take over. We'll take a quick peek, though, at the league leaders. Scoring goes to King James, Kevin Durant, Corey Maggette, D Wade, and that injured Tracy McGrady to round out the top 5. Rebounds goes to my man Anderson Varejao of the Kings. Yao Ming right behind him. Cole Daniels. Next, Kevin Garnett and Tyson Chandler. Assist king goes to Speedy Claxton, who is still in the league, 5'11", but he averaged 10.6 assists. Gilbert Arenas, Rajon Rondo, Deron Williams, and Sean Livingston round out the top 5. Steals is LeBron James. Blocks is Jermaine O'Neal. Field goal percentages is Dwight Howard. Free throw champion is Mo Williams. Okay. And Mike Bibby is the 3-point king. Royal Ivy. I don't know who this man's is. I think he's one of those creative characters that just kind of ended up being really good. Why? I don't know. Why is the rosters and draft classes kind of broken in 2K, even though these are the official rosters? I don't know. I just do what I do. Everybody's taking care of business except the Cavaliers. No surprise. Lost again in the first round. I don't know what it is. I wish I could figure it out. Anyway, it looks like the Jazz Grizzlies upset the Golden State Warriors. And then we got 1-2 Magic and Philadelphia 76ers in the East. It looks like the Sixers are back, and it's King James versus Allen Iverson yet again. Can Allen Iverson slay the Giant? Has he won a championship? I don't remember. Did he win a chip yet? He did not. So he's still looking to win that ring that keeps escaping him, but now he's going to have to go through the best player in the NBA, King James, MVP, Defensive Player of the Year, and he does. Allen, the answer. Iverson, age 33, pulls a Jimmy Butler season and goes 27-11 in the finals to win NBA Finals MVP. Wow. Derek Fisher retiring. I did not expect that. I thought LeBron was going to just completely roll, and instead AI does what AI does, and he gives you the answer. Historical changes, just branding, that's fine. I kind of want to reject the 76ers branding. I love their old jerseys, but it is fine. We will continue to do what the NBA has done in the past, and that means I don't care. What? Go automate whatever you want. I don't care who's your head coach. I'm controlling all 30 teams. There's 30, right? Looking at the NBA draft for the 2009 season, who is this? Steph Curry, no surprises. Wardell Stephen Curry coming out, 83 overall, number 1 overall pick to the Spurs, and that makes a lot of sense. Blake Griffin goes to the Mavericks. I guess he's their Dirk Nowitzki replacement. James Harden to the Bobcats is a good pickup. DeMar DeRozan to the Heat is fine. Ricky Rubio to the Pistons. I don't know who William Bailey is. And Tyreek Evans. Y'all remember when Tyreek actually won Rookie of the Year? He was supposed to be the next best thing, and then just kind of, I don't want to say stopped giving a crap, but it kind of feels like he had all this potential in the world, and he just did not live up to it. Looking at player progression. So James Harden is on the Bobcats. That's going to be a fun storyline. And then we'll look at the rest of the team's AI. Still in the 76ers, still regressing. This team has not gotten better. Honestly, I don't even know how they won a championship. Looking around the rest of the league. Jared Jeffries is an 86 overall. You wish, my friend. Richard Jefferson coming over to the Chicago Bulls. This Cavaliers team going to disappoint yet again. And at age 25, Carmelo Anthony is regressing. That makes sense. How is Vin Baker a 92 overall? Are you kidding me? Is this a fake video? Wow, Dirk went to the Knicks to team up with Cliff Paul. He saw the writing on the wall, rhyming accidentally, and said, you know what? You can have Blake Griffin. I'm going to go to the Knicks. How does this Lakers squad look? So Shaq is gone. It's the Rajon Rondo, Elton Brand, Greg Oden experience. And imagine if they took Kevin Durant instead of Greg Oden. That still hurts. Even if I'm not a Lakers fan, this Magic squad should be better, but they're not. Blake Griffin going to be taking over for the Mavericks. Not seeing too many other changes. This Nugget squad really needs to pick up the slack because for whatever reason, Kobe Bryant in simulation does not do well. Chris Kaman is the best center in the game right now. Alexi Tatum. Who are you, sir? You're apparently a monster. Good for you. Rip Hamilton down to an 81. He's going to be on his way out soon. So is Peja Stojakovic. Kevin Durant up to a 92. Andre Bargnani's up to a 90. I don't know what to do with that information. Vince Carter regressing. So is Kevin Garnett. The Timberwolves days looks like they're going to be long gone. Same as the 3 big Portland Trailblazer lineup. These Warriors are okay at best. So are the Wizards. Yeah, there's not a lot of superpowers right now in the NBA, which is kind of, it's interesting to say the least, but we will see who's going to be at the top of the power rankings as we get on to the 2010 season. And at 2013/2014, that's when we'll get a good look at the league, see how it's changed, how it's different from, I guess, what happened in real life. But the Nuggets are projected to be the best team in the NBA, and I think they should be, but they always seem to disappoint. Jazz, Blazers, Timberwolves, and Magic to round out the top 5. Looking at the bottom of the league, it is going to be the Bobcats are the worst team in the NBA. You'll love to see it. 76ers, Mavericks, Warriors, and then Spurs. Interesting to round them out. They picked up Steph Curry, though, so I don't think the Spurs are going to have too much of a problem this season. LeBron James wins another MVP. How many is this in a row? 2007, 8, 9, and 10. Fourth in a row, 26, 9, and 8. Stephen Curry is the Rookie of the Year. 20 points a night for him is unreal. Zach Randolph, 6th Man of the Year. LeBron James, Defensive Player of the Year. And the most improved goes to Rajon Rondo, who's averaging 24 a night. Wow. The Lakers don't regret taking him number 1 overall. 24 and 11.5, 40% from the three-point line is unreal. Tom Russell is Coach of the Year and Executive of the Year is Rick Bledsoe. Who won 70 games this season? Tell me it's the Lakers. Gilbert Arenas, Rajon Rondo, LeBron James, Kevin Garnett, Ben Baker on the All-NBA first team. Second team is D Wade, Cliff Paul, Dirk Nowitzki, Tim Duncan, and Chris Kaman. And the third team is Tony Parker, Tracy McGrady, Carmelo Anthony, Paul Pierce at age 32 in Yao Ming. All defensive first team is Ron Artest, Kobe Bryant, torn right hamstring, 4 to 6 weeks in the playoffs. That hurts. LeBron James, Tim Duncan, Chris Kaman. Second team is Rajon Rondo, Andre Iguodala, Andre Kirilenko, Josh Smith, and Anderson Varejao. And the rookies are Steph Curry, Blake Griffin, Ricky Rubio, James Harden, Brandon Jennings, Dwight Farrell, Al Dantley, Tyreek Evans, William Bailey, and Ryan Hood. A lot of no names there, but that is totally fine by me. Looking at the NBA standings. The Orlando Magic, they're the team that won 70 games. Tell me this is good enough to win a championship. They picked up LaMarcus Aldridge. How did they afford to do that? How did they have the money, or did they draft him? How did they get LaMarcus Aldridge on their team? That is a great pickup. This Magic squad needs to start winning championships. I think T-Mac has won 1 championship, right? Yeah, 2007. But like, you got to win more, dude. Your team continues to be the best. You're the LeBron James of the East. Do something. Anyway, every other team is complete garbage. They're 48 wins to 71. 23 game difference from the second seed in the East. That's just unreal. Looking at the Western Conference, Denver Nuggets, #1 seed. Utah Jazz 2, Warriors 3, which is weird because they're not that good. No offense to Mike Dunleavy, Jason Richardson, and Jarvis Hayes. Memphis Grizzlies, Portland Trail Blazers, Hornets, and the LA Lakers round out the major teams in the Western Conference. And just a quick peek at the league leaders. Scoring champion is Gilbert Arenas, LeBron James right behind him. Who else is behind him? D Wade, Dirk Nowitzki, Rajon Rondo. I cannot believe that. Our rebounds is Carlos Boozer on the Nets. Okay. Yao Ming, Cole Daniels. Okay. Anderson Varejao and JT Theus. Okay. Assist king, though, is Rajon Rondo, who had an MVP caliber season. What the hell? Cliff Paul, Jared Bailey, Deron Williams, and D Wade. Steals is Rajon Rondo. Blocks is Vin Baker. Fooker percentages is Vin Baker, because of course it is. Free throw king is Rayeth Allen, and the 3-point champion is Devin Harris, with Steve Novak right behind him. Simulating through the first round, teams get eliminated. Looks like the Magic have moved on. They're going to 7 in the 1-8 series with the Thunder and the Nuggets, and the Nuggets do survive. Blazers upset the Grizzlies. Jazz are continuing, and then in the East, the Cavaliers once again. Carmelo Anthony getting eliminated in the first round. Is this real life? And then the Celtics beat the 2-seeded 76ers. Yeah, that kind of hurts. Let's see who's going to be in the conference finals. You got the 1 seed Denver Nuggets. You get the 1 seed Orlando Magic. You got the 3 seed Golden State Warriors upsetting King James and Tony Parker. I don't know why LeBron James cannot win championships. And then you have the 7 seed Celtics, who seem to consistently beat teams that they probably shouldn't. And it's going to be Magic Nuggets. Battle of the 1 seed. This is going to be fun. Sean Livingston versus Kyle Lowry. Kobe Bryant versus Tracy McGrady. Andre Kirilenko versus Nicholas Batum, whatever. Chris Bosh versus LaMarcus Aldridge. Yao Ming versus Dwight Farrell. In all honesty, it should be a Magic sweep, but you never know when you have Kobe, Bean, Bryant, and it looks like it's going to be a sweep. I'm going to hop in and play with, I want to play with the Orlando Magic just a little bit, see how much fun they are to actually use. It looks like we got a close one here. Going to the 4th quarter. Nuggets trying to prevent the sweep. Full respect. If it gets close, I'm hopping in. Get 1 possession in here. Here it is, 109-110. Let's try to win this for the Magic. They're going to sweep. It's fine. Oh, no, totally. I want to play with the Magic when they don't have Tracy McGrady. That's 100% what I want. All right, let's go play with the Nuggets and Kobe Bryant. Let's try to win this for the Nuggets instead. Kobe, I'm going to have the Kobe Bryant to Nicholas Batum connection. Can you imagine if they blow a 3-0 lead now? Anyway, gonna get a screen set by some guy. Kobe going into the post. Eric Gordon on him. And we're just gonna do a little fade. Whoop, whoop, fade. 2-man. Offensive rebound. Farrell puts it back up. And we have a 3-point lead for the Nuggets, trying to avoid the sweep. Yao Ming versus some guy. Yeah, I mean, this Magic squad is stacked. They are the... Oh my God. What kind of defense is that, man? What kind of defense are we playing? Sean Livingston with the easiest pass of his life, and Yao Ming could have dunked that. They're just how am I supposed to do anything with that? It's crap. This game is such crap. Go baseline, Kobe. Hezzy, go around. Take it. Kobe Bryant misses the layup. Chris Bosh misses the layup. He doesn't. We take the lead right back. Oh, Kobe going baseline. Who's got it? It's the L2. It's the center. How do you miss that layup? What are you doing? Oh, they're fouling now. Okay. I forgot how unfun it is to play against the CPU in the final minutes of games. They've called 3 timeouts in the last 2 possessions, and then they played normal defense and then went to the foul game even though there's 20-something seconds left. Yao Ming once again getting the most cheesiest animation ever. Get the ball in. Kobe Bryant playing the foul game. But I think as the Denver Nuggets, we have won a game, prevented the sweep, and then we'll see who's going to win. You never know. Maybe we're going to be the first team to come back from down 3-0. Why am I saying we like I'm the Denver Nuggets? I'm just a passive observer. I just wanted to hop in. Whenever there's 90s going up against each other in the finals, you really want to play. Unfortunately, for whatever reason, Tracy McGrady fouled out because that's the way 2K works. Yao Ming once again doing funny stuff. Game, set, match. I'm not sticking around for this. Simulate through the next game, and the Magic do complete the gentleman's sweep. Tracy McGrady wins his 2nd NBA Finals and wins NBA Finals MVP. Only put up 27, 22, 4, and 5, which is not honestly MVP caliber, but it's good enough. Shaquille O'Neal retiring. How many teams did he play on? He went to Milwaukee. So he was in Orlando, obviously, then LA, and then played his final year in Milwaukee. 1 season. Going the Kareem Abdul-Jabbar route. Jason Kidd retiring. That's another Hall of Famer probably. Looking at the staff retirements, anybody noticeable here? Byron Scott, Steven Nicholson, Kobe Eaton. Not really. Hall of Fame inductees is Shaq and Jason Kidd. Good to see Shaquille O'Neal, though, getting into the Hall of Fame. Gonna get his jersey retired. So is J Kidd. I'm a little disappointed in the Nets not being able to win any major, I don't know, championships. I thought they would do better, and they didn't because they didn't have a real, true, like LeBron James, King. Is a superpower. I'm also going to update this number of rules to 7 because I don't like seeing my superstars foul out because 2K simulation is broken. Going through the 2010 NBA draft, and it's going to be Boogie Cousins going number 1 overall, John Wall going number 2, Paul George going number 3. That's interesting. How do you redraft this? I think out of everybody, Paul George has had the best career, but he had a slow start. He was like a mid-lottery pick, if I remember correctly. Needed some time to develop and grow, and he's not like a true superstar taking over the NBA. He's that tier below. Boogie Cousins had the capacity to be the best center in the NBA, and then the NBA landscape just changed completely from under him. And then John Wall, injuries and lack of shooting always has been a problem. Derek Favors, Avery Bradley to the Rockets, Gordon Hayward to the Kings. That's going to be a nice pickup for them. All in all, though, not a tremendous draft class, unfortunately, but we will see how they play in simulation because the simulation gods are different than everything else. And these Nuggets did not win a championship. Picked up Michael Conley, or has he been here? Yeah, he's been here. Looks like they have a logjam at the point guard position. That's always smart. Chris Bosh continuing to regress at age 26. That hurts. Vin Baker goes to the Pacers to team up with Chris Kaman. 2 centers. You love to see it. Anybody else notable? Anybody else fun? Steph Curry is joined up with Russell Westbrook. Or no, they just have them both. They're from the same draft class. No, they're not. Good job, San Antonio Spurs. Get Steph Curry and Russell Westbrook and don't know how to play them. And look at this Thunder squad. Gilbert Arenas joins up, teams up with Kevin Durant and Andre Bargnani, who's a 93 overall. They go 94, 94, 93. I think we have new favorites in the NBA to win the entire championship. And look no further than Oklahoma City Thunder. Kinda in real life, they went about it differently, but man, that is going to be a tough team to beat. And I'm just not seeing anybody else who's even close, who has the chance, who has the capacity to get to that level. The 76ers are going to be bad. Oof. Ooh, Richard Jefferson. Was he on the Bulls last year? No. He's a new pickup. Probably not going to move the needle too much. And this Cleveland Cavaliers squad, I don't know what it is about them, but they continue to fail. They are busting tremendously, and it's disappointing to see. Hornets don't look to be too good. This Jazz team continues to disappoint. Just because it's LeBron James, you got to win championships, and for some reason they cannot. Greg Oden cannot develop to save his life. Makes a lot of sense. And the Maverick squad, their best player is Rodney Stuckey. Oof. 2K? Okay, that was weird. I thought it broke. It gave me a fun little green screen there. It was like, hey, by the way, we just broke completely, but the Denver Nuggets are the #1 seed. Where are the Thunder? If I can take bets, I've got the Thunder 8th seed in the power rankings to win the whole damn thing. You got Jazz, Blazers, Magic, and Timberwolves. I'm going to go Thunder Magic. this season. It feels like we got two superpowers. At the bottom of the barrel is the 76ers, Bobcats, Rockets, Nets, and Milwaukee Bucks. LeBron wins his 5th MVP in a row. I'm not sure. It's way too many at this point. Jonathan Wall wins Rookie of the Year. Mo Williams, 6th Man of the Year. LeBron James, Defensive Player of the Year. Most Improved is James Harden. Tom Russell, Coach of the Year, and Executive of the Year is Phil Bledsoe. All-NBA First Team is D. Wade, Rajon Rondo, LeBron James, 99 overall, Kevin Garnett, and Chris Kaman. Second team is Cliff Paul, Gilbert Arenas, Tim Duncan, Kevin Durant, severe ankle sprain, 4 to 6 weeks. Hopefully they survive, and Vin Baker. Third team is Russell Westbrook and Stephanie Curry on the same team, playing the same position. Blake Griffin, Dirk Nowitzki, broken hand, but he'll be coming back, and Andre Bargnani. I can't believe Andre Bargnani is good. All defensive first team is Rajon Rondo, Ron Artest, LeBron James, Andre Kirilenko, and Anderson Varejao. Second team is D. Wade, Devin Harris, Tim Duncan, Jermaine O'Neal, and Chris Kaman. And the rookies go John Wall, Boogie Cousins, Paul George, Hassan Whiteside. Didn't know he was that draft class. And some guy named Taylor Perry. Second team is Ish Smith. Okay. Dave Gibson. Okay. Dalen Weber, Robert Galloway, and Derek Favors of the Charlotte Bobcats. He was a Bobcat, wasn't he? Am I crazy thinking this? Anyway, best teams in the NBA is the Jazz and the Blazers. For whatever reason, the Thunder were trash. Where did they end up? 5th, 48 and 34. That's not good enough when you have 3 90s on your team. I don't care how bad the rest of the depth is. You got to be better than that. Looking at the East, it goes Magic, a little bit Pacers, but that's kind of it. Really the same as last season. League leader in scoring went to LeBron James. James Harden in his second season, 26.7 points, not too bad. That's a most improved player award kind of thing, right? Yeah, he should have won. Did he win? I don't remember. Rudy Gay. Wait, Rudy Gay is 3rd in the league in scoring. Jason Richardson and D. Wade. Rebounds goes to our man Anderson Varejao. Dwight Farrell. Okay, Kevin Love, Cole Daniels, and Joakim Noah. And the assist king is once again Rajon Rondo, 19, 5, and 13. What a stat line. Cliff Paul, Jared Bailey, Gilbert Arenas, and Speedy Claxton behind him. Steals is Rajon Rondo. Blocks is Jermaine O'Neal. And field goal percentages is Dwight Howard. Free throw king goes to Ray Allen. And the 3-point champion is Clifford Paul yet again with Luther Head behind him. Make all the jokes you want. Simulating through the first round, it looks like the Jazz are going to get 1-8. No, they come back from being down 3-1 and survive. Everybody is taking care of business as far as the 1 seeds are concerned. The Eastern Conference is going as predicted, and the Clippers upset the Grizzlies. Wow, D-Wade has not had a lot of success. And the Lakers get beat by the Rockets, the 7th seed. Again, being upset. Going to the conference finals, looks like the Magic survive. Looks like the Utah Jazz once again get eliminated, and the Portland Trailblazers looking to return. Timothy Duncan getting back to the NBA Finals now to take on the Orlando Magic. And the Magic should win this, but Timmy Duncan, Dwight Howard, and Zach Randolph, I don't know how they make it work, but they continue to play good basketball, continue to win. But the Magic have once again won. Tracy McGrady has stamped. The NBA said, "This is mine. I am not letting anybody else take it." Ben Wallace and Stephen Nash are retiring. So is Bonzi Wells, Rafe LaFrance, Ty Lue, a bunch of players from the original roster before we started. Any noticeable names in the staff? Skip Hamilton, gonna go on, create a show. Skip Bayless, Antoine Walker, getting his jersey retired. Historical changes, don't care. And we'll go on to the NBA draft. It's the 2011 draft class. And the draft class is the Kyrie Irving draft class, and Kawhi Leonard, and Jimmy Butler, and Jeremy Sweeney, and Kemba Walker, Tobias Harris, Klay Thompson, Chandler Parsons. A lot of good players came out of this. The Morris twins, Jonas Valanciunas falls to 17. Yeah, there's a lot of impact that can come from this draft class. Now, if Kawhi Leonard stays healthy, he's going to be the next guy to take over the NBA. But if Kawhi Leonard was healthy, everybody who had Kawhi Leonard jerseys wouldn't have burned them in San Antonio. So it is what it is. How are these teams looking? LeBron James still struggling to get past the second round, I want to say. Like sometimes he makes it to the finals. This Knicks squad is starting to look mean. They have like all 3 levels of ages. You have Dirk, 33 years old, 91 overall still. You got Cliff Paul reaching his prime, 90 overall. And now you have a young Paul George starting to come into his own. Goran Dragic, Nikola Vucevic behind him. They've got some good players. This Lakers squad, I'm very disappointed in, but that's because they didn't take Kevin Durant. The Magic are still mean. They picked up Andrew Bogut too. That's going to be tough. Anybody else noticeable? Ooh, Tim Duncan went to the Nets. Wow, the San Antonio Lifer is now on his 3rd team in his career. And he's going to replace Carlos Boozer. That probably wasn't very smart, was it? What is happening to Carmelo Anthony? He's 27 years old and he's down to a 79. He's regressing so fast. That's mean, 2K. Don't do that to him. I know Carmelo Anthony didn't play well and didn't adapt well when the NBA changed under him, but come on now. He's been in the league like 8 years. He's just about to hit his prime and they're like, nah, he's in his 70s. He's about to retire, which he kind of was, but that's fine. The best team of the NBA is LeBron James and the Utah Jazz, Nuggets, Nets, Magic, and Pistons to round out the top 5. Bottom is the Rockets, Hawks, Wizards, 76ers, and Milwaukee Bucks. LeBron James wins his 47th MVP in a row. Kawhi Leonard, Rookie of the Year, 18 points for the Suns. That does not look right, but neither does Kevin Durant in the Suns jersey. Ricky Rubio, 6th man of the year for the Pistons, presumably behind King Chauncey. LeBron Defensive Player of the Year, most improved is Al Dantley. Who? Just who? Tom Russell, Coach of the Year, Executive of the Year is some guy. All-NBA first team is D Rose, up to a 95. Steph Curry, LeBron James, Kevin Durant, and Chris Kaman again. Rodney Stuckey on the All-NBA's 2nd team? Really? He put up 27 tonight. What are these numbers? Russell Westbrook, Tim Duncan, Blake Griffin, and Vin Baker. 3rd team is Kyle Lowry, Rajon Rondo, Elton Brand, Kevin Love, and Andre Bargnani. Defense is Rajon Rondo, Kobe Bryant, LeBron James, Tim Duncan, Anderson, Varejao. Ron Artest on the Spurs, you freaking wish. Andre Iguodala, Kevin Durant, Elton Brand, Chris Kaman on the all-defensive 2nd team. For the rookies, it's Kawhi. It's some guy. It's Kyrie Irving, already injured in his rookie season. Vooch and Kemba Walker. 2nd team is Klay Thompson, Jimmy Buckets, Reggie Jackson, some guy, and some guy torn ACL. Yeah, I guess that works. The Mavericks are somehow the number 1 seed in the West. Hello? Blake Griffin and Rodney Stuckey. Like, who? Who would have thought? Jazz are the 2nd seed, and then there's nobody else really of note in the Western Conference. Look at like 10 games. Why is this Thunder squad not gelling? They picked up Sean Livingston and Gilbert Arenas and Kevin Durant and Andre Bargnani. They should be so much better than they are. Anyway, and it's the Magic for the Eastern Conference. Yet again, not a lot changing here. Unfortunately, I don't know what it is, but Steph Curry is leading the league in scoring. That'll work. LeBron James, Rodney Stuckey, Kevin Durant, and Russell Westbrook behind him. Rebounds is our man Anderson Varejao, Kevin Love behind him, DeAndre Jordan, Yao Ming at age 31 still in the league, and Martin Gortat. So they completely nerf Carmelo Anthony into the dirt to where he's in the low 70s by the time he reaches 28 years old, which is the physical prime of the NBA player. But Yao Ming, who was out of the league at age 30, they still have him at a 94 overall. Just make it make sense, 2K. Martin Gortat behind him. Assist king is once again Rajon Rondo, D Rose, Beno Udrih. Really? Is 3rd, Kyle Lowry, and Russell Westbrook. Steals is Rajon Rondo. Blocks is Tim Duncan. Field goal percentages is Vin Baker. Free throw champion is Mo Williams yet again. And the 3-point king is once again Clifford Paul. Kevin Durant behind him. What is Cliff's 3-point rating? Like, really? He's got a 94-3. Why? Because 2K. 2K is as 2K does, and we'll just simulate through the first round. See if there's any 1-8 upsets, which it doesn't look like it. Oh, maybe San Antonio. Yep, San Antonio 1-8s. Of course they do. Why? Why not? Everybody else handled their business. The New Jersey Nets got gentlemen swept by the 6th seed, and we'll go to the conference finals where it looks like it's going to be King James versus the 8th seed San Antonio Spurs. What? Russell Westbrook, Steph Curry, Jermaine O'Neal, Ron Artest, Boogie Cousins, Glenn Big Baby Davis, Peja Stojakovic. All right, that's a fun team. I'll give you that. In this Pistons squad, they got John Wall, King Chauncey, Trevor Ariza, Charlie Villanueva, Brooke Lopez, and Al Horford, and Ricky Rubio. Fair enough, but it looks like the better seeds prevail as it's once again the Magic, but this time taking on LeBron James and the Utah Jazz. I think LeBron has won 1 championship so far, right? No, he hasn't. King James is looking to win a championship for the first time in this entire video. I'm in. Let's just, I mean, the Magic are always here, but let's sim through it. Game 1 goes to the Utah Jazz. Game 2 goes to the Utah Jazz. Game 3 goes to the Utah Jazz. And 3-1, 3-2. I'm going to hop into Simcast here and see if we can't. I guess we'll just watch. Tracy McGrady's injured. Of course he is. Why wouldn't he be injured? Tracy McGrady getting hurt in the finals. Name something else that's different. Looks like this game is over. 7 points, 2 points. Ooh, we might have a fun one here. We may have one of those games that we actually sit back and watch. 2 minutes left. Nah, this one's pretty much over. We'll play as like a possession or two with King James, 99 overall, best player in the NBA. That's always a little fun. Choose sides and give me the Utah Jazz. Do we have the ball? We do. LeBron James here. Tony Parker. I completely forgot he's in the game. Get a ball to King James. Can I just turbo cheese? Can I just turbo cheese? King James hits the and one. Is there a chance that we win this? I don't want to affect the outcome that much, but I just wanted to play with King James a little bit. LeBron James, best player in the NBA. We'll watch from the sidelines so I don't impact the game too much, all right? I feel bad. I don't want to affect how the game actually turns out. I just wanted to play. Tracy McGrady, injured, tired, trying to will this team to another victory, trying to force a Game 7, 6-point lead, 1 minute left, being picked up by somebody short. He's just putting up a horrible shot, misses. The door is open for the Utah Jazz, down by 6, 50 seconds left. Mo Williams puts up a bucket, down to a 4-point game. When I say Mo, I mean Jay. Yeah, didn't realize that was Jay Williams. I'm sorry. Does anybody remember who Jay Williams is? Oof. Burn, roasted, T-Mac going around him, going through him, passing it off. LaMarcus Aldridge hits the and one, puts them back up 6, about to go up 7. I don't know who was playing defense there, but you did not do a good enough job as the Magic are looking to force a Game 7. This was a sweep at one point, right? And now Jay Williams bringing the ball up the court for the Utah Jazz. Nope. Yes? I don't even know. Yeah, it's for the Jazz. Shooting a 3. Where's LeBron James? Did they sub him out? I don't know what's going on. Beno Udrih pulling up for 3. Splashing. And this game is over. All right, well, we had one fun possession, but the Magic look to force a Game 7. Here we go. Magic and Jazz. Who's going to win? King James or the entire Magic squad? King James going out to a huge first quarter lead. Going to the second quarter, going to the third quarter. This is a blowout. The Jazz, King James wins his first championship at the expense of Tracy McGrady. LeBron James, NBA Finals MVP, finally breaks through in his age 27 season. 26, 6, and 6. Wow, that was a tough game. Allen Iverson finally retiring at age 37. So is Peja, so is Vince Carter. A couple of old names from the early 2000s days, staff retirements. Donnie Nelson, after winning the first championship of this whole thing, finally retires as well. The Mavericks kind of disappointed. I thought they would break out and break through, and they didn't. Allen and VC going into the Hall of Fame, probably going to get their jersey retired respectively, which they do. Any notable changes here? Relocate and rebrand the New Jersey Nets to the Brooklyn Nets. That'll be fun. And the 2012 draft pick, Anthony Davis, going to the Milwaukee Bucks. A star-studded history of big men. Anthony Davis, just another name on the list. Damian Lillard going to the Suns. Brandon Strickland goes number 3 overall to the Bulls. Okay, Cavaliers, number 4 overall, take Brad Beal. And then not a lot behind him. Andre Drummond to the Celtics. 76ers pick up Chris Middleton. That's a good pickup. Harrison Barnes to the Clippers. All in all, though, Anthony Davis on the Bucks. Maybe he's going to break the NBA. He just hasn't in the real life. He has the capacity to, but he never really seemed to find his footing the way you would expect. The Magic, still good. Getting a little worse, getting a little older. I'm disappointed at their lack of development. This Nugget squad never seemed to gel, never seemed to click. I'm not sure why, but Kobe Bryant, now age 33, is on his way down as regression hits him. This Pistons squad. There's a lot of like mediocre teams, and then I don't know what it is about this Thunder squad. They need to be better. They're in the 90s, 3 players, and they can't make it out of the first or second round. Like, what is that? Why is your chemistry not good enough, Thunder squad? Rest of the NBA, James Harden up to a 91 with Rudy Gay, who inexplicably broke out, and Kyrie Irving. Like, that's a filthy trio right there. They pick up a center, and they're set. Russell Westbrook is now on the 76ers. He left San Antonio. He said, Stephanie, who? Steph Curry, who? I'm taking over another team, and this time he's the one on the way out instead of the other way around. Tony Parker goes to the Cavaliers with Brad Beal to revitalize Carmelo Anthony's career at age 28. They have him down to a 75. The disrespect is real. Carmelo was a great player. I know he didn't win a championship. I know he made it to only 1 Eastern Conference Finals, but come on. I'm sorry. JJ Redick's an 89 overall? In what universe? I guess in this one. Fair enough. The Kings are still bad. Dirk Nowitzki is hurt. Cliff Paul at age 27 has reached the age of regression. My guy is still playing at age 37. Are you kidding me, game? 2K. What is with your ratings? They just randomly, they're going to shit on some players for no reason. And the preseason power rankings, Utah Jazz, after winning their championship, are #1 overall. The 76ers are 2 because of Russ. Okay, Nuggets 3. Nets are 4. Don't see that. And the Boston Celtics are 5. Looking at the bottom of the NBA, you got the Houston Rockets, Atlanta Hawks, Golden State Warriors. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. New Orleans Hornets and the Memphis Grizzlies. Okay, they lost. Did they lose D Wade? Right? I'm not crazy. Where did D Wade go? No. D Wade has joined the Utah Jazz. How did I not see this when I was looking around through the teams? Dwayne Wade has said, I'm teaming up with my co-star. He's going to teach me how to win a championship. 30-year-old D Wade is teamed up with LeBron James to form their own Heatles of LeBron, D Wade, and other. LeBron James wins his 27th MVP in a row. Anthony Davis wins Rookie of the Year. No surprises there. Brandon Jennings, 6th Man of the Year. LeBron James. How many points did he score in 20? LeBron James Defense Player of the Year. Most improved is Jaden Martinez. Okay, Coach of the Year is Tom Russell, and Phil Bledsoe, Executive of the Year. All NBA first team is Rodney Stuckey. What? Steph Curry, LeBron James, Kevin Durant, and Boogie Cousins. Second team is Rajon Rondo, D Wade, Kevin Love, Anthony Davis, and Chris Kaman. Third team is Russell Westbrook, Derrick Rose, Elton Brand, Blake Griffin, Andre Bargnani. All defensive first team is Rajon Rondo, Kobe Bryant, LeBron James, AK-47, and Anderson Varejao. How old is AK? 32. D Wade, Kyle Lowry, Gerald Wallace. Interesting. All defensive second team. Tim Duncan at age 36, and Chris Kaman. All rookie first team is AD, Dame, Andre Drummond, Brad Beal, and some guy. Second team is Draymond Green. That's the only name I recognize. It's the only game I notice. And we're going to hammer through these seasons a little bit quicker. Steph Curry once again lead the league in scoring with Rodney Stuckey. Second, Kevin Love, LeBron James, Russell Westbrook. Rebounds is Amari Stoudemire. Behind him is Kevin Love. Yeah, me, Anderson Varejao, and Hassan Whiteside. Assist is Rajon Rondo, Clifford Paul, Rodney Stuckey, who's averaging 28 and 10. What? Sean Livingston and Deron Williams. Steals is Rajon Rondo. Blocks his Sergi block up. Field goal percentages is Vin Baker. Free throw king is our man Ray Allen at age 37. He's still in the league. And the 3-point champion is Erdo Flalo. Okay, Trevor Ariza behind him. Sure. Yeah, no, totally. I understand. Looking at the best teams in the NBA, the Utah Jazz are 1. The Mavericks are 2 because Rodney Stuckey is the best player in the NBA. Kings and Grizzlies. Yeah, but I expect the Jazz to take care of business. For the Eastern Conference, it's the Magic and the 76ers with Russell Westbrook. Played a lot better than I expected. Trevor Ariza is up to an 86, which is not half bad. But we're just going to simulate through the playoffs. I'm expecting a Utah Jazz Orlando Magic rematch. Unless injuries have anything other or something to say about it, we'll just simulate right through. Going to simulate a little bit quicker as we're in the middle of this. We're in the grind, and it looks like the Utah Jazz survived, and it looks like the Orlando Magic survived. You got the Pacers with Vin Baker and Chris Kaman, and then the Portland. So it's battle of the bigs. Okay, I thought LeBron James was on the Blazers or something. Okay, we are simulating through, and it's the Jazz and the Magic rematching, and this time the Magic prevailed. Tracy McGrady ousts King James, only a 90 overall, but wins another championship. And the windows are starting to close for this Magic squad, so they need to take care of business as soon as they can. Ray Allen does, in fact, retire on the Milwaukee Bucks. He didn't go anywhere. Yeah, he didn't go to the Celtics. He didn't go to the Heat. He didn't go to the Sonics. He just stayed with Milwaukee his whole career. Stephon Marbury, King Chauncey, Steve Francis, Larry Hughes, Andre Miller, Rip Hamilton, a lot of guards. Speedy Claxton, even Manu Ginobili, age 35, is retiring. There's a lot of names there. Rudy Tomjanovich is gone for the staff. I don't know any of these other names. They're probably fake people, but Sharif Abdul-Rahim is the only Hall of Fame inductee. Don't know about that. Ray Allen, gonna get his jersey retired. I would probably say Ray Allen's a Hall of Famer. League meetings, we're just gonna skip right through as we go on to the NBA draft. And who is the 2013 draft class? This is going to be about the midseason mark. I would say it's Joe Mama, #1 overall pick. It's Giannis. And then Rudy Gobert is the #2 overall pick. That hurts. Victor Oladipo, KCP. Yeah, if I remember, this draft class wasn't great. Steven Adams, CJ McCollum. Like, there's some good depth pieces, low tier all-stars, but this is the Giannis draft class. And it's surprising that he fell so far. I mean, Giannis. But again, you know, Giannis can't shoot. Any notable changes here? D Rose is up to a 97 overall that we see. I can't believe D Wade joined his teammate on the Jazz and they still lost. Gordon Hayward and Anderson Varejao are leading the Kings. Looking at the preseason power rankings, Utah Jazz once again first, Russell Westbrook and the 76ers second, Celtics third. So maybe the powers have tilted. The West is no longer the best. Nuggets and Nets. And then at the bottom of the league is the Warriors, Hawks, Pelicans, Kings, and Rockets. So we'll just take a quick peek, a quick look at what's gone on for the last 10 years. If we look at the league history, how do I view like championships and awards? Here we go. So the Utah Jazz season awards goes to LeBron James like 8 times in a row. What is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You could say he's pretty good. Gilbert Arenas did have that kind of 2-year spurt where he was taking over the NBA. KG's been great. Shaq was a monster. And then, of course, Timmy Duncan. Rookie of the years. I mean, LeBron, Dwight, Cliff Paul, Andre Bargnani, Kevin Durant, D Rose, Steph Curry, John Wall, Kawhi Leonard, Anthony Davis. 6th man of the year, not really important. Defensive player of the year, Ron Artest, and LeBron James. Most improved is creative guys, but James Harden, Rajon Rondo's turned into a beast. Creative guys, Andre Kirilenko, I guess. Rodney Stuckey is, I don't know what the hell happened, but he's one of the best players in the NBA. Steph Curry, LeBron, KD, Boogie, D Rose, Steph, D Wade, and the champions. Tracy McGrady finally is starting to break through. He's won a couple of championships now. What is that? 4 for him? 4-1. What is T-Mac's record? 4-2, 4-3. He really struggled to break through for the longest time, but he's finally starting to put it together. You got LeBron James winning his first. You got Allen Iverson winning his first. You got Tim Duncan winning his his second, but with a different team. You got KG 4-0ing the Raptors, Gilbert Arenas in that miracle season, Wally Szczerbiak winning NBA Finals MVP, and then Dirk winning the first championship. A lot of fun stuff going on here, but we're going to start to simulate through. I think what we'll do is try to reach up to where we are in today's NBA, up to the 2023 season, maybe simulate a few years after that, but we are starting to get to the meat and potatoes of this. We are in the 2013/2014 NBA season. Who is going to take over the NBA? Is it going to be LeBron James? Will there be a Steph Curry, LeBron, Kevin Durant trio battling for it all? Where does Anthony Davis and Giannis fall into it? We'll find out. LeBron wins another MVP, 31-8-8. Giannis wins Rookie of the Year, only 11-6-4. Ricky Rubio, 6th man of the year. LeBron James, Defensive Player of the Year. Most improved is Draymond Green of the Lakers. Oh my gosh, 9-5-6. Jerry Sloan, still in the NBA, wins Coach of the Year, and Ndiala is Executive of the Year. All-NBA First Team, D Wade, hurt, but is coming back. Steph Curry, LeBron James, Kevin Durant, and Boogie Cousins. Second team is Russ, Rajon Rondo, PG-13, Tim Duncan, and Andre Bargnani. Third team is D Rose, Kyle Lowry, Rudy Gay, Anthony Davis. Dislocated patella, 6 to 8 weeks, and Chris Kaman. Defensive first team is Iggy, D Wade, LeBron James, PG-13, and Anderson Varejao. Second team is Rajon Rondo, Kobe Bean Bryant, Kevin Durant, Timmy Duncan, and Christopher Kaman. Rookies are Giannis, Victor Oladipo, Nerlens Noel. Wasn't he like the number 4 pick or something? Somebody, and Rudy Gobert. Second team is Dion Waiters, Otto Porter Jr., Senior, whatever. All in all, though, that's interesting. League leader in scoring is King James. D Wade right behind him, but he's hurt. What a duo. Kemba Walker, Steph Curry, Russell Westbrook. Rebounds goes to Hassan Whiteside. Hello? 13 for him. He put up a 19-13 season. Boogie Cousins, some guy, Anderson Varejao, and Martin Gortat. Assist king is once again Rajon Rondo. He might get one of those John Stockton records. Rajon Rondo has been a beast, and so is Beno Udrih, inexplicably good at the end of his career. Kyle Lowry, some guy, and Deron Williams. Steals is Rajon Rondo. Blocks is Sergi. Block and field goal percentages is Tyson Chandler. 3-point champion is Paul George, and the free throw king is Danilo Gallinari. Looking at the NBA standings, we have the Orlando Magic yet again, but the 76ers are hot on their trail. Russell Westbrook is doing everything he can to stay relevant, and Hassan Whiteside had a beastly year. The rest suck. Looking at the other side, it's the Jazz. And the Jazz and the Thunder barely over 500. Why? I don't know. How? I don't know. They just are. That's the way the cookie crumbles. It's probably going to be Jazz and Magic yet again, but we will see. They are still alive, simulating right through to the conference finals just because that's what we do. We got a good Western Conference Finals here. Jazz and the Thunder, and then the Pacers versus the Magic. That one's probably going to be easy, but I would like to see this Jazz Thunder conference finals as the Thunder right now 2-2, up 3-2. This might be the upset, 3-3. And King James once again stomps on the throat of Kevin Durant, says no mas. We got a Magic Jazz finals yet again, and this time LeBron James and D Wade prevail over the Magic, who are starting to age out. Mike Bibby retiring, Wally Szczerbiak, who's a scrub, is retiring. Matt Boner, my favorite player, is gone. Matt Boner, only 10 years in the league. That hurts to see. Any noticeable names here? Sidney Lowe, not really. Looking at the historical changes, rising stars will now be USA versus the world. Oh boy, am I excited for that. Yeah. 2014 NBA draft, Jabari Parker goes #1 overall. Oh no. Joel Embiid 2, Marcus Smart 3, Andrew Wiggins 4, Joker falls to 5. Man, if Joker's not a 99 overall in this roster, I'm going to have some words because Joker is right now the best player in the NBA and still underappreciated. If you can imagine that. Rajon Rondo joined the Grizzlies, but they kind of suck. I don't know why he did that. That's the only major change I saw in free agency. Everybody else kind of has the same roster. Some players are regressing, some players are getting better, but like, why would you join a team that's horrible when you were on the Lakers and putting up like career unheard of stats, seeing this side of Michael Jordan? Anyway, best team in the NBA is the Utah Jazz. Denver Nuggets second. Don't know about that. This duo has not worked out at all with Kyle Lowry and Kobe Bryant. 76ers, Pistons, and Celtics. Looking at the bottom of the league is the Golden State Warriors, Chicago Bulls, Hawks, Kings, and Timberwolves. Oh my God, LeBron wins another MVP. I'm so surprised. Jabari Parker wins Rookie of the Year. Man, if injuries didn't decimate this guy, I wonder how good he could have been. Raymond Felton, 6th man of the year. Defensive player of the year is LeBron James. Harrison Barnes, most improved, up to 19-4. Gary Sloan, coach of the year, is India Law's executive of the year. All NBA first team is Russ, Steph, LeBron James, hurt, torn meniscus. Wow. That never happens to Braun. Okay. Kevin Durant and Andre Bargnani. Second team is D Wade, John Wall, Anthony Davis. He's hurt again. I know. Shock, awe, surprise. Blake Griffin and Boogie Cousins. Third team is Brandon Jennings, 83 overall. D Rose, Paul George, Tim Duncan, and Vin Baker. All defensive first team is Rajon Rondo, Kobe Bean Bryant, LeBron James, PG 13, and Hassan Whiteside. Defensive second team is D Wade, Andre Iguodala, Kawhi Leonard, Anthony Davis, and Dwight Howard. Our first team is Jabari, Jokic, Embiid, Levine. I forgot about him, and Darius Saric. This was a good draft class. Second team is Wiggins, Seth Curry, not to be confused with Steph Curry, Marcus Smart, Jeff Henry. What a name, and Steven Adams. Looking at the league leader in scoring, it went to none other than Stephanie Curry. 29 points per game, baby. LeBron, D Wade, Kevin Durant, and Russell Westbrook. Our rebounds is Hassan Whiteside, again, the best center in the NBA. Kevin Love behind him, Anthony Davis, some guy, and Jan Mahinmi. Are you kidding me? He's up to an 85 overall. The assist king is no longer Rajon Rondo because he's on a horrible team. Steph Curry has taken over. That's championship numbers, man. 29 and 11. Leading the league in scoring and assists, and he's not MVP? Don't know about that. Kyle Lowry, Russell Westbrook, and Sean Livingston. Broken leg. Ugh. Flashbacks. Steals is Rajon Rondo. Blocks is Rudy Gobert. Field percentages is DeAndre Jordan. Free throw king is Mo Williams again, and the three-point champion is Mo Williams. Again, Jared Dudley behind him. Okay, 2K, you funny. Magic no longer the best team in the NBA, only won 52 games. The Bucks are right behind him with Jared Jeffries and Kemba Walker and Cole Daniels. Okay, Raptors behind them with Kevin Love and Brandon Jennings. Okay, 76ers, Pacers, and Wizards. The Wizards are good? Hello? Okay, it's because of Jan Mahinmi. Utah Jazz leading the way for the West with the Spurs behind him. Stephanie Curry leading that. Clippers, Nuggets, Thunder, and Mavericks. This Thunder squad, I cannot reiterate how disappointing they have been having such good players, having Kevin Durant a second time and doing absolutely nothing with it. I fully expect Kevin Durant to walk. Do have a good matchup here. Utah Jazz versus Oklahoma City Thunder again. LeBron versus KD. And who's going to win? It looks like KD has upset finally King James, and he might be going to his first NBA Finals. Looks like he is taking on who? The Orlando Magic. So Tracy McGrady's old as dirt now. He's probably going to retire. Age 36, down to an 83. Beno Udrih, Andre Kirilenko, LaMarcus Aldridge, and Yao Ming somehow still a 91 overall at age 34. Taking on the Oklahoma City Thunder. Gilbert Arenas is older, but he's still a 90. Kevin Durant and Andre Bargnani. Who's going to win? The Thunder. Down 3-2. Pull it off. Kevin Durant wins his first NBA Finals for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Boy, does that look good. Kevin Garnett is gone. Paul Pierce is gone. Sean Marion, Michael Redd are all gone. Ron Artest is gone. Staff retirements? Nobody. Nobody of note. Nobody of interest. Sorry for even looking at that screen. Kevin Garnett, Paul Pierce, Michael Redd, and Jermaine O'Neal going into the Hall of Fame. I was not expecting that. Looks like Jason Terry going to get his jersey retired. So is Sean Marion. Historical changes. Are any of these fun? No, and no. Good stuff. Great talk. Thank you for being here. And we'll just simulate on to the 2016 draft. Who would this be? It's starting to get to where I began to cover the NBA. So like 5-6 years ago. After Anthony Davis, after Giannis and Joel Embiid. Is this Ben Simmons? Question mark? No, Ben Simmons is next year, I think, because Karl Towns goes 1. But Booker goes to the Warriors. Karl Towns to the Rockets. That feels weird. Frank the Tank on the Grizzlies. Boy, is he going to offer a viable scoring option for Rajon Rondo. Yeah, I'm just looking at these rosters. The NBA is in a weird place because some of the lesser tier players are not stepping up. Like James Harden is not going up to like a 96, 98. You have LeBron, obviously. Russ somehow up to a 97. But then the rest of the NBA, the depth isn't great. Anthony Davis isn't going to step up to be that dude. The Bulls have nobody good. Carmelo Anthony's already gone. Brad Beal is an 80 overall. Nikola Jokic. I may have to like manually boost his overall because 2K hates Joker. Why? I don't know. D Wade left to go join the Celtics with Andre Drummond. He said, enough of you, King James. I don't want none of that. I don't know why he did that. But yeah, D Rose 97. I don't know. The NBA, I'm trying to do my best to keep it kind of realistic in the overalls department, but they're kind of struggling to maintain good players until that next generation, the Anthony Edwards and LaMelo Balls come into the NBA. Looking at the preseason power rankings, we have number 1, the Detroit Pistons with John Wall and Charlie Villanueva's in 91 overall. Okay, Jazz 2nd, Bucks 3rd, 76ers 4th, and Suns 5th. And at the bottom of the rail is the Timberwolves, Pacers, Kings, Cavaliers. And LeBron wins another MVP, whatever. Taylor Carter wins Rookie of the Year. Excuse me? Okay, Tyson Chandler, 6th Man of the Year. LeBron James, Defensive Player of the Year. Most improved is Andrew Wiggins, up to 19-4. Jerry Sloan, once again, Coach of the Year, is into the Allah's Executive of the Year. All-NBA First Team is D Rose, Russell Westbrook, LeBron James, Kevin Durant, and Boogie Cousins. Second team is D Wade, Kyle Lowry, Anthony Davis, Paul George, and Andre Bargnani. Third team is Stephanie Curry, Rajon Rondo, Blake Griffin, Kevin Love. Up to a 93 overall, and Hassan Whiteside. All defense first team is D Wade, Rajon Rondo, LeBron James, Kawhi Leonard, who's hurt. Oh my God, I'm surprised. And Dwight Howard. Second team is Kobe Bryant, still at age 37. Defensive second team, Iggy, PG-13, Kevin Durant, Boogie Cousins. And the rookies are this guy who are you, sir? Karl Towns, D'Lo, Kristaps Porzingis, and some guy. Second team is Devin Booker, some guy, Josh Richardson, Justice Winslow, and T.J. Warren. Weird. That's all I can say. Looking at the league leader, though, in scoring is Derrick Rose in his prime, 27 years old. Injuries have not taken him out. Kemba behind him. Russell Westbrook behind him. Battle of the point guards. Stephanie Curry is 5th. And then Boogie. That's kind of weird. Point guard, center, point guard. Anyway, leading the league in rebounding is Boogie, and this is MVP numbers 29 and 14. DeAndre Jordan, Kevin Love behind him. Joel Embiid, and Hassan Whiteside. Assist king is Kyle Lowry. Okay. D Rose, Rondo, Grant Hill, George Hill, and Deron Williams. Steals is Rajon Rondo. Blocks is Rudy Gobert. Field goal percentages is Tyson Chandler. Free throw king is Charlie Villanueva with no eyebrows. And Aaron Aflalo almost shot 50% from 3. Gilbert Arenas right behind him at 49.5%. Looking at the NBA standings, best team in the NBA is Miami Heat, led by Derrick Rose, but not by a lot. Magic, 76ers, Bucks, and Raptors right behind them. For the Western Conference, it is the Jazz and the Spurs, and that's really about it. And we'll just simulate through the playoffs. I expect the Jazz to make it. And I expect probably the Miami Heat. I know it's not really going out on a limb there to say it's going to be 1-versus-1, but they kind of seem like the best teams right now. The Magic are just old at this point. They've done everything they could. We got a 1-2 in the East, and for whatever reason, this Los Angeles Clippers squad was a lot of depth, a lot of balance, but no superstars, beat LeBron James. Okay, well, it's going to be Heat, and it's going to be Stephanie Curry and the Spurs. Battle of the point guards. Boogie Cousins is going to have to deal with DeMar DeRozan and JJ Redick and Jade Martinez. This Heat squad has depth where the Spurs have superstar talent, and superstars win championships. Boogie Cousins, NBA Finals MVP, 30-12. That's impressive, and that's what Boogie could have been if he was able to live up to his potential. Tracy McGrady, Hall of Famer, retiring. How many chips did he in fact win? We got to a 4-time NBA champion. Dirk Nowitzki retiring. Baron Davis retiring. Richard Jefferson going to go on to have a very illustrious broadcasting career. Staff retirements, any of these fun? Don't know any of these names. Jay Cummings, though, my favorite thing to do. Hall of Fame inductees is T-Mac, Dirk, Elton Brand, and Carmelo Anthony. Carmelo, hugely disappointing career. I don't know what happened, but he did not win anything. Elton Brand won a championship. Dirk Nowitzki won that one. And then Tracy McGrady and those Orlando Magic were pesky. Didn't always win, but T-Mac won 4 championships in this simulation, and that is impressive in of itself. T-Mac, Mike Dunleavy, gonna get his jersey retired. Carmelo Anthony for the Cavs, gonna get his jersey retired. And Jason Richardson for the Warriors, gonna get his jersey retired. Doesn't make a lot of sense to me, but it is what it is, what it do. We'll just be continuing on to the 2017 draft class. I think this is the Ben Simmons draft class, right? Am I crazy? Brandon Ingram, Ben Simmons. Who else got picked up here? I only remember 1 and 2. I'm sorry. I'm a bad person. Benjamin Simmons, 81 overall, 19 years old, doesn't want to play basketball. Jaylen Brown, Montes Bonus, DeJounte Murray, Pascal Siakam. A lot of good players here. Chris Dunn, defensive stopper. We'll see if he makes those all defensive first teams, and we'll just simulate through, see if anything fun has happened in free agency. Tim Duncan at age 40 is joining the Hawks alongside Andrew Bogut. I mean, that doesn't make the Hawks better, but that's going to be fun. This Heat squad looks menacing. Hopefully they win a chip. Giannis up to an 88 overall. Tyson Chandler, Klay Thompson, some guy, Kristaps Porzingis. This is a fun team. I like the Pelicans. If Giannis can live up to his potential, they're good. King James is being picked up by Julian Wright. The Jazz are bad yet again. Gilbert Arenas is reaching serious regression down to an 83, and Kevin Durant said, I have had enough. I'm going to a different team. Dwight Howard has joined the Timberwolves. Is AG still here? He retired, right? I don't remember. Steph Curry's on the Trailblazers. Wow. Is this Jimmy Butler? Wow, that's going to be a duo. Okay. And this Warriors squad looks good too. Tony Parker, age 34, still an 89 overall. Joel Embiid, Devin Booker, and Ben Simmons. Joel Embiid and Ben Simmons are teaming up again. Oh no. Why would you do that to yourself? Why? And this Hornet squad might be good finally. James Harden, Kyrie Irving. They just need to play defense. Anybody else of notes? The Bucks don't look all that good. Kevin Durant joined the Bulls. He said, I'm going to go join Michael Jordan's old team and see if I can win me a championship. Can I? Probably not. Preseason power rankings. King James once again number 1 overall. 76ers are second with Russ. Pistons, Suns, and Spurs. And to lead out the bottom is the Indiana Pacers, Kings, Magic, Nets, and Raptors. Russell Westbrook wins MVP, 32-6 and 10.5. 2 steals, 41% from 3. This is prime time Russell Westbrook. DeJounte Murray won Rookie of the Year. It's a really crowded field, but good for him. 12 points, 7 and 7 for him. Martin Gortat, however you pronounce his name, 17 and 10. Defense player of the year is LeBron James. D'Angelo Russell, most improved, 22 and 8. That'll work. Some guy wins those awards. All NBA first team is Russ, D Rose, Kevin Love, LeBron James, and Boogie Cousins. Second team is Rodney Stuckey, Kyle Lowry, Kevin Durant, who is hurt, but hopefully he can carry the Bulls, Anthony Davis, and Zach Randolph. Third team is James Harden, Kyrie Irving, Tim Duncan, Blake Griffin, and Hassan Whiteside, who's gone for the season. Crane neck vertebrae. Wow, he just signed a huge contract too. All defensive first team is Rajon Rondo, Andre Iguodala, LeBron James, Kawhi Leonard, and Joel Embiid. Second team is Russ, Lance Stevenson, Anthony Davis, Tim Duncan, and Zach Randolph. All NBA first team is Dejounte Murray, Ben Simmons, Miles Turner, who's hurt, some guy, and some guy. Second team is DeMontis Sabonis, Jamal Murray, some guy, Chris Dunn, defensive stopper, and Georges Niang, the minivan, is on the all-rookie second team, a 69 overall. How? Who knows, man. League leader in scoring is MVP Russell Westbrook, but Kevin Love gave you a 31-15 season. Wow, Kevin Durant, Rodney Stuckey still fourth in scoring, and Derrick Rose. I can't believe Rodney Stuckey's good. Rebounds is Kevin Love. Joel Embiid, Zach Randolph, Andre Drummond hurt, Hassan Whiteside hurt, Tristan Thompson hurt, gone for the season too. That hurts. Rookies go to a created character, or assist goes to some guy that doesn't ever exist. D Rose, Kyle Lowry, Russell Westbrook, and Rajon Rondo. Still uses Rajon Rondo blocks. His Joel Embiid deflector percentages is JaVale McGee. Rajon Rondo going to the Grizzlies effectively destroyed his career. Kind of funny. Danilo Gallinari is the free throw king. 3-point king is George Hill, over 50% for the season. Bojan Bogdanovic behind him. And we'll look at the stats. I keep pressing the wrong button, so I need to press this button because I'm a genius. The Mavericks with Rodney Stuckey. Are they going to win a championship with Greg Oden? Are they going to win a championship? King James is second. The Rockets are third with a 69 overall point guard, but they have Avery Bradley, Rudy Gay, Danilo or Dario Saric, and a creative character. That doesn't look good to me. Suns and Grizzlies behind them. For the Eastern Conference, the Milwaukee Bucks are the 1 seed with Kemba and Anthony Davis. Okay, fair. AD starting to take over the NBA. Heat are second, Wizards third, and the 76ers are fourth. I know, can you believe it? The Wizards are good? I'm surprised. Anyway, simulating through the first round, it looks like the Mavericks might get swept 1-8. They do to the Clippers, unfortunately. I guess fortunately, because nobody wants to see Rodney stuck in the NBA Finals, but it's annoying to see the 1 seed lose continuously when it's happened like 3 times in the history of basketball. But hey, the 8 seed Clippers might be going to the playoffs. It looks like it's going to be the Bucks and the Jazz. Anthony Davis versus his potential future teammate LeBron James, Julian Wright, and Mike Miller, and Kemba Walker. Who knows who's going to win, but the Bucks completely destroyed Anthony Davis, NBA Finals MVP, proves he doesn't need to be a co-star. He is the star. Kobe Bryant is retiring. Tim Duncan is retiring. Mike Miller retiring. Devin Harris, I think he got up to a 90, is going to be retiring as well. Any of these players, fun names, fun. No. Emily Harris, get out of here. We don't need you. Hall of Fame inductees is Tim Duncan, Kobe Bryant, and Mike Miller? I don't know about that. Jersey retirements is Kobe, and Timothy Lee Duncan. Historical changes, timeout systems, logos. I don't know why teams change their logo every single season. Actually, I do know why. You know why they do it? It's for the money. So you have to buy a new jersey. Anytime anything ever happens, just know that it's for the money. But we'll be simulating onto the 2018 draft class. Is this the Zion draft? I don't remember. This is the Markelle Fultz draft. Kind of forgettable. I know Jason Tatum is a stud, and Donovan Mitchell, Kyle Kuzma, even Lauri Markkanen has turned himself into a good player. Weird draft order though. John Collins went number 1 overall to the Nets. Bam Adebayo goes 2 overall to the Kings. Jason Tatum once again goes 3 to the Warriors. Markelle Fultz goes 4. Kuz goes 5. Donovan Mitchell falls to 6. Lauri Markkanen 7th. Jared Allen. De'Aaron Fox falls to 9. Don't know about that. Any other noticeable players? Lonzo Ball falls to 13th. Wow. Okay. Jonathan Isaac goes 18. OG Anunoby goes 22nd. Yeah, just a really weird draft order, but that's the way 2K is. Ooh, Boogie ends up on the Lakers. I think this happened in real life. He and Draymond Green and De'Aaron Fox, my form a fun trio out there. The Magic are really bad now. Yao Ming is regressing into the dirt, which is to be expected, and Bismack Biyombo got hurt. Preseason power rankings, the Pelicans are number 1 with Giannis and KP and Tyson Chandler and Klay Thompson. Okay, Jazz second, 76ers third. Hawks made it to 4th. Hawks picked up Derrick Rose. I didn't see that. That's incredible with Zach LaVine, and then the Milwaukee Bucks are 5th. At the bottom of the league is the Magic. Finally, they need to rebuild, retool the team. Nets, Pistons, Kings, and Spurs. Anthony Davis has officially taken over the NBA. 27-12 for him, 34% for the three. Not great, but 4.5 assists, 2.1 blocks. De'Aaron Fox for the Lakers wins Rookie of the Year. Okay, 11-5, not bad. Brandon Jennings, 6th man of the year for the Raptors. LeBron James, Defensive Player of the Year. Jamal Murray, most improved. Really? Is this most improved? He went from 10-3 to 15-5. Maybe. Corliss Williamson wins Coach of the Year, and some guy wins Executive of the Year. All-NBA first team is Russell Westbrook, Derrick Rose, Anthony Davis, LeBron James, and Andre Bargnani. Still can't get over that. James Harden on the All-NBA second team with D-Wade, who is injured. Surprise, he's 36 years old. How is he still playing? Kevin Durant, Giannis, and Boogie Cousins, who's also injured. Surprise. Third team is Kemba Walker, Kyle Lowry, Blake Griffin, Kevin Love, and some guy. Don't know who you are, but good Lord. Create a character, you're an 88 overall. All right, Russell Westbrook, John Wall, LeBron James, Kawhi Leonard, and Martin Gurtat on the All-NBA first team for defense. Second team is D-Wade, Rajon Rondo, Anthony Davis, PG, and Andre Bargnani. And the rookies are De'Aaron Fox, Luke Kennard, Kyle Kuzma, Donovan Mitchell, Bam Adebayo, Jared Allen, Dennis Smith Jr., Dylan Brooks, Jason Tatum, and some guy. I remember when Dennis Smith Jr. was supposed to take over the NBA. Woof. Looking at the league leader in scoring, it goes to Kyrie Irving. Wow, okay. Our rebounds is Zach Randolph, Andre Bargnani, Hassan Whiteside, Martin Gortat, and Kevin Love. Behind Kyrie in the scoring, though, is Russell Westbrook, Kevin Durant, James Harden, Derrick Rose. Assist king goes to Derrick Rose. I don't know about that. He's more of a shooting guard that was just crazy athletic that got to be point guard. I don't know if he was an assist machine. Kyle Lowry, Deron Williams, some guy, and George Hill, 9.9 assists. George Hill has had a career. Wow. Steals is LeBron James. Blocks is Hassan Whiteside. And field goal percentages is DeAndre Jordan. Free throw king is JJ Redick. And the three-point champion is James Harden. Okay. Stephanie Curry right behind him. Not too bad of a season for the players. As for the team standings, wow, the Hawks are good because of Derrick Rose. That's fair. Totally fair. Milwaukee Bucks right behind them because of Anthony Davis. And then you have not much else, Nets, Bulls, whatever. For the Western Conference, you have the Golden State Warriors, who are the clear-cut best team with a million-years-old Tony Parker, 35, but still 87 overall. Benjamin Simmons, Joel Embiid, Devin Booker coming off the bench because Kentavious Caldwell-Pope is an 84 overall. Jason Tatum, this Warriors squad is going to be mean. And really, the Grizzlies, I guess, are the only team the Jazz did not perform. LeBron James is washed, confirmed. Well, we're just going to be simulating through. I would say it's a Milwaukee Bucks Golden State Warriors finals if I had to give my best guess. I love pressing the A button on this team screen. It's really the X button. I grew up as an Xbox man. I'm sorry. It's X, not A. We have 1-2 for the East, 1 and 7 with the Pelicans. On the other side, not a bad team there. A lot of size, a lot of shooting. Klay Thompson, Giannis, Kristaps Porzingis, Tyson Chandler still playing. But it is the Hawks 1 seed versus the Warriors 1 seed. Battle of the... Not really a lot in common, honestly. The Warriors are a better put-together team. The Hawks have Derrick Rose. And the Warriors do, in fact, win. Joel Embiid wins NBA Finals MVP, proving that you can win a championship with Ben Simmons starting on your team. Only 17-14 for him, but the Warriors look like they're going to be good for a long time. And just in time, because Gilbert Arenas tired. This is where, in real life, the Warriors took over the NBA. After they drafted Steph Curry, they got rid of Mark Jackson. It's time for the Warriors to take off just like in real life. Lucas is retiring. Tragedy. Gilbert Arenas, Yao Ming, Chris Kaman, who had a great career, surprising. Zach Randolph, kind of surprising. Corey freaking Maggette is in the NBA Hall of Fame. Just showing you that anybody can make it. Gilbert Arenas, Ming Yao, Chris Kaman, Corey Maggette, and Zach Randolph all going to get their jerseys retired as well. Historical changes. None of these are all that important league meetings. We just don't really care because we're going on to the 2019 NBA draft. Now, the 2019 class, this has to be Zion, right? I'm not crazy. You're crazy. Is it Zion? Let's find out. Simulate to the end. And it's Luka. Okay. The Luka, Trae Young, DeAndre Ayton, Mo Bamba draft class. Marvin Bagley, remember, he was the 2nd overall pick. Woof, did the Kings miss. Shea fell to 10. Mikal Bridges falls to 9. I wonder how good Mikal Bridges is going to be in the next few seasons. He is like the second coming of a superstar player. It's been wild to see his progression and development, especially coming out of the college. He was like 22 or 23 years old when he got drafted. Take a quick peek around the league, see if anything major or notable or interesting has changed. Rudy Gay is starting to regress pretty hard. Luka Doncic is on the Thunder to, I guess, replace Kevin Durant. The Thunder, once again, did not do it. They won one championship with Kevin Durant and Andre Bargnani and Gilbert Arenas. So it's not like they did nothing, as Andrew Wiggins has made his way to the Timberwolves again. It just kind of feels like they could have done more. Jimmy Butler, for whatever reason, development has not hit him at all. He's still in the low 80s. Ooh, James Harden has left the Hornets. He said, I'm done. Enough of you. James Harden is officially a Sacramento King. I don't know, man. All I want to say is you wish. The Sacramento strippers aren't as good as Houston. Let's just leave it at that. And we will be continuing on to the 2019 season, where this year it's got to be Zion Williamson in the draft class, right? I know I've been saying that for like 5 times in a row. I feel like Zion has been around forever. Maybe he hasn't been, and I'm losing my mind covering the basketball every single season. But the Pelicans are the #1 seed. Lonzo Ball, surprisingly, Klay Thompson, Giannis, Kristaps Porzingis, Tyson Chandler, Brandon Ingram, surprisingly. Then you have the Jazz. The Warriors are the next best team in the NBA, Hawks and Knicks. And we'll go over to the bottom of the league with Clippers, Cavaliers, Heat, Pistons, and Magic. LeBron James back to his winning ways. MVP 25, 7, and 8, 50, 40, 90 shooting splits, though. That is an MVP right there. Luka Doncic, no surprises, wins Rookie of the Year 14, 6, and 7. Brandon Jennings, 6th Man of the Year. LeBron James, Defensive Player of the Year. Miles Turner wins Most Improved for the Heat. Sharif Abdul-Rahim is Coach of the Year. What? And Donald Glover wins Executive of the Year. All-NBA First Team is Russ James Harden, LeBron James, Kevin Durant, and this guy, who is the best player in the NBA. Just hands down, this guy. Kyrie Irving, Kyle Lowry, Anthony Davis, Giannis, and Andre Bargnani on the All-NBA second team. Andre Bargnani will be coming back from that injury soon enough. Derrick Rose, D'Lo, Kevin Love, Ben Simmons, and Boogie Cousins on the All-NBA third team. For the All-Defensive first team is Russ, John Wall, LeBron James, Kawhi Leonard, and Hassan Whiteside. Andre Iguodala gone for the season. On the All-Defensive second team with Lance Stevenson, who's an 87 overall, Anthony Davis, Giannis, and Andre Bargnani. For the rookies, it's Luka, Trey, Marvin Bagley, DeAndre Ayton, and Wendell Carter Jr. And then on the second team is Robert Williams, Jaren Jackson Jr., Mo Wagner, Kendrick Nunn, and Mo Bamba. Feels like as we get further and further closer to what's going on in the NBA, the draft classes get better in quality, which is frustrating. Kyrie Irving wins his 2nd scoring title in a row ahead of his former teammate James Harden. You got Russ, PG-13, and Jabari Parker. Okay, Gabe, 5th in scoring. Rebounds is my man Hassan Whiteside. Behind him is Kevin Love. This guy who's just a glitch in the game, Andre Drummond and Anthony Davis. For the assists, it goes to Kyle Lowry, 11.9. Russ, Dejounte Murray, George Hill, and Lonzo Ball behind him. Lonzo having a pretty good career up to this point. Steals is Russell Westbrook. Blocks is Hassan Whiteside. Fucker percentages as JaVale McGee. Free throw king goes to Mo Williams. And the 3-point king is our man Klay Thompson. The Splash Brother. Bradley Beal right behind him. We'll look at the NBA standings. While the Brooklyn Nets are the best team in the NBA with only 48 wins, the Knicks, there's no team that separated themselves in the East. As for the West, Golden State Warriors, hands down, 85 overall, Tony Parker, 86 overall, Devin Booker, 82 overall, Jason Tatum, 89 overall, Ben Simmons, and Finals MVP, Joel Embiid, Jonas Valanciunas off the bench. This guy, Dalen Weber, Daryl Bradbury. The Golden State Warriors are stacked, and there's no team even close to them. I mean, LeBron James is fighting with an 85 overall Inez Freedom Cantor. It's going to be Warriors, and who the hell knows coming out of the Eastern Conference. I can't even imagine. But we'll just simulate and simulate and simulate. Looks like no major upsets. The 3 seed Celtics got upset by the Heat because, of course. And we're just... Wait, the Warriors lost to the Pelicans. Okay, so we have a Nets Pelicans. We got DeJounte Murray, 83 overall versus Lonzo Ball, 82. That's about a push. Klay Thompson versus CJ McCollum. That's about a push. Harrison Barnes versus Giannis. That's a mismatch. Kristaps Porzingis versus Mo Spates, Mo Buckets, Dave Gibson, Nerlens Noel. Yeah, the Pelicans got to win this with... What? An 83 overall wins NBA Finals MVP over Giannis, averaging 16 and 14. That's 2018 for you, man. Vin Baker officially retiring. He's certainly going to the Hall of Fame. Jared Jeffries is gone. Amari Stoudemire finally retires. Raymond Felton. Cliff Paul is gone. He's down to a 66 overall at age 34. Okay, Rick Adelman is retiring. Cody Toole is a Tool, in case you guys didn't know that. Hall of Fame inductees is Vin Baker, Pau Gasol, Amari Stoudemire, and Clifford Paul, who did not really leave his mark in the league. All of them are going to get their jersey retired. I'm a little surprised. I thought Cliff Paul was going to be better. He was like in the low 90s for a stretch, and then just kind of didn't really develop all that well. I don't know what happened. Maybe he just got hurt a couple seasons in a row. He was never that good as far as NBA 2K thought, but Zion Williamson going #1 overall to the Toronto Raptors. The new Canadian era has begun. John Morant to the Spurs. They love their point guards. Eric Pascal is the 3rd overall pick. That's weird. Tyler Hero to the Lakers. Brandon Clark, Daniel Gafford, Kevin Porter Jr., Clarence O'Neal. Darius Garland goes to the Clippers at 11. Good pickup for them. RJ Barrett to the Bulls right behind him. Bull. Don't see too many more guys that are going to really take over the NBA. Jordan Poole maybe to the Celtics at 22. We'll see how 2K respects Jordan Poole's skill. He's certainly a hell of a player when he's right, when his mind's right, when he's not getting punched in the face. And I think that's a lot of people, when they're not getting punched in the face, are good. The Magic picked up Kevin Durant. Sure. And LeBron is going to the Nets alongside some guy named Dave Gibson. So they win the championship. DeJounte Murray is the future. And then they say, you know what, let's go get an old LeBron James. And to be honest with you, I can't blame them. John Wall to the Pacers with Lance Stevenson, because the only good Lance Stevenson is the Indiana Pacer Lance Stevenson. Kemba Walker is still good. Is this Donovan Mitchell? Just a super undersized Kemba Walker, Donovan Mitchell backcourt. That's interesting. I still don't know who the hell this guy is, but he's now a 93 overall. And take a look at the power rankings. The New Orleans Pelicans are 1, Brooklyn Nets are 2. You got the Warriors, Lakers, and Knicks behind them. And at the bottom of the barrel is the Spurs, Blazers, Mavericks, Cavs, and Wizards. Anthony Davis wins his 2nd MVP, and he's on the Lakers. When did that happen? 26-12 for him. John Morant wins Rookie of the Year over Zion. Gary Kennedy is 6th Man of the Year. LeBron James, Defensive Player of the Year. Gary Payton II is the most improved for the Bucks, and Paul Pierce is Coach of the Year. D'Lo, Steph Curry, Anthony Davis, LeBron James injured again on the All-NBA first team with Andre Bargnani. Second team is Kyrie Irving, Russ, KD, Ben Simmons injured again. I know, surprise, and Taylor Carter. Third team is Derrick Rose, James Harden, Giannis, Kevin Love, and Karl Towns. All defense first team is Brandon Strickland. Russell Westbrook, LeBron James, Paul George, and Andre Drummond. Second team is Lance Stevenson, Kyle Lowry, Kawhi Leonard, Anthony Davis, and Taylor Carter. All rookie first team is Ja, Zion, Darius Garland, some guy, and Kobe White. Second team is Rui Hachimura, Nasir Little, some guy, Eric Pascal, and Tyler Hero. But we're in a new NBA. It kind of feels like we're starting to get to a different sort of regime change. D'Angelo Russell is leading the league in scoring. Stephanie Curry is down to a 92 overall at age 32. Kyrie Irving right behind him, Steph, AD, and James Harden starting to get up there in age. Rebounds is Kevin Love, 31 years old. Clint Capella, Anthony Davis, Hassan Whiteside, and this guy. Assist is a tie. DeJounte Murray and D'Angelo Russell, the assist king. Who'd have thought? George Hill, D Rose, and Tony Parker behind him, still playing. Steals is LeBron James. Blocks is Anthony Davis, and field goal percentages is Zion Williamson. Free throw king is Danilo Gallinari, and the 3-point champion is Paul George, with Otto Porter Jr. right behind him. Okay, looking at the stats, the Houston Rockets won 70 games, and their team isn't even that good. It's this freaking Taylor Carter dude. They have Jaylen Brown rocking the flat top, Rudy Gay, who's a million years old now, 33, Dario Saric. They're not that good. How do they win 70 games? Golden State Warriors right behind them with an incredible roster. Like, Tony Parker is the weak link. You know what I mean? 63-19. LA Lakers right behind them at 60-22. Looking at the East, again, not a great team, but the Raptors are pretty good with their undersized court. Zion Williamson and Clint Capella. Not a lot of shooting, not a lot of size. It don't matter. Magic right behind them with a pretty good team. Kevin Durant. And then, of course, LeBron James went to the Brooklyn Nets. We'll just simulate right on through. See how this plays out. And I would expect LeBron James versus Kevin Durant versus whoever's on the Golden State Warriors. I don't believe in the Rockets. I don't know how good they truly are, but the Warriors aren't as good as I expected. So we have Golden State Warriors Pelicans team, and then we have the Raptors and the Magic. And the Magic are the ones who prevail. So we have a Magic Warriors matchup. Kevin Durant versus his old team, although they aren't his old team. The Warriors got to win this, right? Yeah, the Warriors are stacked, man. Benjamin Simmons wins NBA Finals MVP, and Tony Parker says, I have done enough. I almost want to override it. See if the Warriors can keep their superstars together. Any fun or interesting staff retirements? Nobody. Hall of Fame inductees is Dwayne Wade, Tony Parker, and Carlos Boozer. I don't know about that. He made 6 All-Star games. Is that really that impressive? Gonna get his jersey retired. And I believe this is the first year of the play-in tournament. We're now entering the 2020/2021 NBA season, for what it's worth. So the year after Zion. Who goes #1 overall? That's Cade Cunningham, right? Is this the Cade Cunningham other people draft? No, this is the Tyrese. God, words. Tyrese Halliburton, LaMelo Ball, Anthony Edwards draft, who Ants fell to 7 for the Hornets. What a steal for them. Obi Toppin, Killian Hayes. What a bust he was. Man, I just remember watching Killian Hayes. Everybody loved Alexei Pokusevski. Do you remember? It was like a challenge. Giannis Antetokounmpo versus Alexei Pokusevski versus Sandro Mamukalishvili. The names of NBA players is surreal. Looking at the Spurs, they are bad again, but John Morant will be coming up. He's now up to an 84 overall. Kawhi, Damian Lillard, 30 years old on the Suns to team up alongside Kawhi. Luka's up into the 90s. Steph Curry's on the Sixers. Russell Westbrook is on the Bucks now. Anthony Davis, who, if you remember, somehow made his way to the Lakers. I don't really understand that. What other major changes? Jaren Jackson Jr. is on the Heat, so they're going to be a big team. This Pelican squad, oh wow, LaMelo Ball's up to an 88, Brandon Ingram up to an 87. They're starting to come along pretty well. Clay is regressing at age 30. I guess that's fair. That's kind of what happened when he got completely annihilated by injuries in real life. So, this team's looking good. De'Aaron Fox, Boogie Cousins, Anthony Davis. That'll work. Kevin Durant and Dennis Smith Jr., who's actually good right now. Interesting. I'm really happy to see that, what's his face? Brandon McKnight or whoever the hell was that really good player is done for the Mavericks. Yeah, we're coming to the point. It's the end of an era. It's time for LeBron James to retire. He's like 39 years old. We are entering the 2021 NBA season. Quick look at the preseason power rankings. #1 team in the NBA is the Lakers, with Anthony Davis and Boogie Cousins and De'Aaron Fox. I would have the Warriors first, but then Pelicans, Celtics, and Rockets to round them out. Looking at the bottom of the league, it is the Mavericks, Jazz, Blazers, and Spurs. Ben Simmons wins MVP, shooting 17% from 3, 68% from the free throw line, but 26, 11, and 8. Okay, LaMelo Ball for the Kings wins Rookie of the Year. Sixth man is Brent Harris. Defense Player of the Year is Giannis. Lauri Markkanen wins Most Improved. Damian Dougherty and Don Glover wins Executive of the Year. All-NBA first team is D'Lo, Kyle Lowry, Ben Simmons, Kevin Durant, and Karl Towns. Second team is D Rose, Russ, LeBron James, age 36, Anthony Davis, and Taylor Carter. Third team is Stephanie Curry, who is sore with his back, but that's it. John Wall, Kevin Love, PG, and Andre Bargnani. On the all-defensive first team is Russ, Lonzo, Giannis, Paul George, and Andre Drummond. Second team is Avery Bradley, Lance Stevenson, Kawhi Leonard, who's hurt. Surprise, I know, fractured leg. Anthony Davis and Karl Towns. All rookies is LaMelo, James Wiseman, Denny Avdija, Anthony Edwards, Tyrese Halliburton. Second team is Bol Bol, Precious Chua, Some Guy, Obi Toppin, and Devin Vassell. And we do have the play-in tournament officially starting as of now. Best team in the NBA, Lakers, Warriors, Rockets. Simple as that. Eastern Conference have the Hawks with D Rose. And then the Magic right behind them. Yeah, the East isn't as good as the West again. But we'll take a look at the stats, see what players are really setting themselves apart. You got D'Angelo Russell taking over the NBA. I was not expecting this, but he does have the scoring capability. Kyrie Irving, D Rose, Steph Curry, and Russell Westbrook, and then MVP Ben Simmons behind him. I can't imagine. Rebounds is DeAndre Jordan, Karl Towns, this guy, Kevin Love, and Nathan Davis. Assist king goes to Derrick Rose and DeJounte Murray, tying again. Kyle Lowry, Lonzo Ball, not to be confused with LaMelo Ball, and De'Aaron Fox behind him. Steals is Paul George. Blocks is Rudy Gobert. Field percentages is Zion Williamson. Free throw king is JJ Redick, and the three-point champion is some guy. Grant Harris, some guy. Just a whole bunch of some guys that we don't know nothing about. Welcome to 2021 of the RESIMULATED NBA. There's a whole bunch of guys that we don't know a damn thing about. But teams are getting eliminated. We're coming on to the conference finals. Looks like the Pacers and Hawks made it. And then the Lakers and the Warriors made it, which makes a lot of sense. Looks like the Lakers are going to win. No, the Hawks pull it out. Derrick Rose, 27-11, wins NBA Finals MVP. Prime, D Rose, vintage, retires Tyson Chandler. Okay. I was not expecting that. Staff retirements, Jerry Sloan is gone. George Karl is gone. Greg Popovich, the greatest of the NBA of all time, is gone. Jersey retirements, it was only Dwight Howard. Historical changes, there was nothing. Well, that's an NBA season. We're coming up to the 2022 season. I think we're going to end it after we resimulate up to the point where we are now. So Victor Wembanyama draft class 2024, technically speaking, but we'll simulate through 2023. We have... Shit, did they not give me real players in the draft? That's annoying. That's annoying. Why would 2K not have the 2021 draft class as part of resimulate? 2K, you're killing me. Why would you do this to me? Preseason power rankings, you have the LA Lakers. The Pacers are second with DeAndre Ayton. Hey, they finally got their man and Sabonis and Bogdanovich and Lance Stevenson. There's a lot of similar players there for the Pacers. Warriors, Pelicans, and Nets with an aging LeBron James. We'll go till LeBron retires. Utah Jazz, Mavericks, Blazers, Timberwolves, and Cavs ran out the bottom of the league. You know what happened? You know what fucking happened? Because 2K is the best game ever. I'm using the actual draft classes that they designed. So it's got the exact same players, but they use different names because some sort of licensing issue or whoever made these rosters are stupid. So the next few draft classes are going to have created players, even though they're the actual players in the game. It's this whole thing. 2K is... Kevin Durant wins MVP 24, 8, and 8 for the Magic. Incredible numbers. Judd Whitehead is Rookie of the Year. I'm sorry, 2K's broken. Brandon Ingram, 6th Man of the Year for the Pelicans. Yeah, on his Defense Player of the Year. Tyrese Maxey's most improved, up to 10-4 from 4-1. Tom Russell, Coach of the Year, Executive of the Year is some guy. All-NBA first team is D'Lo, James Harden, Kevin Durant, Ben Simmons, Karl Towns. Second team is Russ, Jamal Murray, AD, Luka Doncic, DeAndre Ayton. And the All-NBA third team, Derrick Rose injured, Trae Young, LeBron James, Giannis, and the Joker. All defensive first team is Russ, Gary Payton the second. That's fun. Giannis, AD, and Rudy Gobert. Second team is Alonzo Ball, not to be confused with LaMelo Ball, up to a 90. D Rose, Kawhi Leonard, Kevin Durant, and Karl Towns, all rookies. Keita Bates-Diop is here. Sadiq Bey. Oh, okay, because the rosters are totally broke. Yeah, I apologize for that. 2K is broken and I didn't catch it in time. The Magic are the best team in the Eastern Conference. Dennis Smith Jr., Kevin Durant, and of course, Ersan Ilyasova. For the West, it goes Golden State Warriors, LA Lakers, the Spurs, led by Ja Morant and Tyrese Halliburton. Wow. Clippers, Pelicans, and Nuggets. Who's on this Nuggets squad? Marvin Bagley's up to an 86. That's actually fairly impressive for him. Looking at the league leader in scoring, it went to the Sacramento Kings. James Harden, Russell Westbrook, Jamal Murray is third. Trae Young and D'Angelo Russell. Rebounds is DeAndre Ayton, DeAndre Jordan behind him. Karl Towns, Joel Embiid, and Hassan Whiteside. Assist goes to Lonzo Ball. Good to see him live up to his potential. Be healthy, play healthy. E. Rose, Kyle Lowry, DeJounte Murray, and Ricky Rubio behind him. Steals is Gary Payton. Blocks his Anthony Davis. Fucker percentages is Zion Williamson. Free throw king is Danilo Gallinari, and the three-point champion is Miles Turner. And we're going to simulate through the playoffs one more time. I believe next year will be the final simulation because we'll be caught up to where we are as of today, as of this recording, as the Denver Nuggets are your recent 2023 NBA champions. And it looks like going to the finals is the Warriors, Lakers, Magic 1-2, 1-2. That's just how it went. And the finals are going to be the Golden State Warriors and the Toronto Raptors. We've seen this before. No guesses. I don't know who's going to win this. And it goes to Kemba Walker and the Raptors upsetting the Warriors just like in real life. And for one more season, we're going to be going through and seeing LeBron James still hasn't retired, just like in real life. John Lucas, gone. Deion Blunt, gone. Hall of Fame inductees is Rajon Rondo. Had one heck of a career for the LA Lakers. Was putting up like 20 and 15 numbers, stat lines, as JJ Redick going to the Hall of Fame for the longest time. It was mightily impressive what Rajon Rondo was able to do. I was able to pull in a user-created draft class for the Paulo Banchero, Jaden Ivey, Chet Holmgren draft class. It's just a little annoying that we missed one season because 2K is broken. Jalen Duren falls to the Knicks. Let's see what else. Jaden Hardy goes in the first round. That's good to see. And we'll be simulating through. This is the last year of NBA simulation resetting since 2003. We've had a bunch of crazy times, a bunch of crazy stretches. You remember the Gilbert Arenas year where he took over the NBA. You remember LeBron James winning 17 titles in a row. Tracy McGrady getting to like 10 finals in a row, like how LeBron James did in his prime. A lot of fun stuff happened, but this is it. The LA Lakers are the #1 team in the power rankings. De'Aaron Fox, Tyler Hero, Aaron Gordon, Anthony Davis, Boogie Cousins. You got the Pacers right behind them, John Wall, Lance Stevenson, Domantas Sabonis, DeAndre Ayton. You got the Pelicans stacked. Lonzo Ball, but Klay Thompson looks like he retired. Giannis, Kristaps Porzingis, Goga, Brandon Ingram coming in off the bench, Anthony Simons, the rich get richer. You have a stacked Warriors team. They don't have Tony Parker, but they have Tyrese Maxey, Devin Booker, Jason Tatum, Ben Simmons, Joel Embiid, Eric Bledsoe. You got the Celtics behind them, KCP, Blake Griffin, and Karl Towns and Jordan Poole. Don't love that team. And then at the bottom of the league, you got guys like the Jazz, who don't have anyone. Carson Edwards, Paulo Banchero, the #1 overall pick. And yeah, you got the Mavericks, Jalen Brunson, okay. Teaming up with Jaden Ivey, that's fun. Kevin Porter Jr., Julius Randle, James Wiseman. You got the Blazers and Facundo Campazzo, Jimmy Buckets, who just did not develop at all in this game. Robert Williams. You got the Wizards, who are always bad. Kobe White, Lonnie Walker, Jabari Parker didn't take over the NBA like we thought he would. And of course, the Knicks, Marcus Smart, Colin Sexton, PG-13, Nikola Vucevic. They never won a championship either. Final year, let me know who you think is going to win the championship, and let's go. And the final MVP is Ben Simmons. Put a nail in the coffin. The game is over. The NBA is broken. 2011 and 8. 2012 and 8, I guess. Paulo Banchero does win Rookie of the Year, just like in real life, 17 and 7. Precious Achiuwa, 6th Man of the Year. Anthony Davis, Defensive Player of the Year. Kobe White, Most Improved. Not bad, 24 and 8. For the Wizards, Ray Allen wins Coach of the Year, and Executive of the Year is some guy named Gene. All-NBA first team is LaMelo in probably, his 3rd season. Trae Young, Ben Simmons, Kevin Durant, and this guy who broke the NBA himself. D'Lo, James Harden, Giannis, Luka, DeAndre Ayton. All-NBA second team, third team is Stephanie Curry, Kobe White, Kevin Love, Anthony Davis, and Karl Towns. All-defensive first team is an injured Jaylen Brown, a broken wrist, Russell Westbrook, Anthony Davis, Giannis, and DeAndre Ayton. Second team, an injured Gary Payton, Lance Stevenson. LeBron James still playing, Kawhi Leonard injured again, surprise, and Andre Drummond. For the rookies, it's Paulo, Keegan Murray, Chet Holmgren, Jaden Ivey, Jabari Smith, Jeremy Sohan, Benedict Mathurin, some guy, Malachi Branham, and some guy. Final season, who is the best team in the NBA? It is Raptors. Okay, won a championship. Didn't get a whole lot better, but you know what? It doesn't matter. They are the best team in the NBA. 62 and 20. Behind them is the Pacers, which are the next best team. And then looking at the Western Conference, it's a dogfight. You got the Lakers. You got a stacked Golden State Warriors. You got the Pelicans, who are ridiculously deep. You got the Rockets, who play really well in simulation because of that creative character. And you got the Thunder with Luka Doncic up to a 96 overall. Makes a lot of sense. Looking at the league leader, the scoring champion for this last season is Trae Young. Mice Trae, 29.9 points per game. D'Lo behind him, James Harden, LaMelo Ball on the same team. Oh boy, I don't know how that's going to work. And Stephanie Curry to round out the top 5. Rebounds is Kevin Love, DeAndre Ayton, this guy, Karl Towns, and Marvin Bagley. And the assist king is a tie between Stephanie Curry and Lonzo Ball, not to be confused with LaMelo Ball. Lonzo did get hurt. Oof. Kemba, Ricky Rubio, and DeJounte Murray. Steals is Lonzo Ball. Blocks is Anthony Davis, and field goal percentages is Zion Williamson. Alec Burks is the free throw champion, and Dennis Smith Jr. is the three-point king. Trey Lyles behind him. Well, that's it. That's how stats are going. Let's see who's going to be in the finals for this last season. The Denver Nuggets, led by Nikola Jokic, won everything, but because 2K doesn't like Nikola Jokic, he's going to have to wait for his time to shine as we simulate to the conference finals. It's going to be the Pelicans, it's going to be the Rockets, it's going to be the Pacers, and it's going to be the Toronto Raptors, best team in the NBA, and they lost. So we have a Kristaps Porzingis, DeAndre Ayton finals. Game 1 goes to the Pacers. Game 2 to the Pacers. Game 3 goes to the Pelicans. They're fighting back, but now they are down 3-1. We're going to hop in Simcast and see who wins the whole damn thing. Is it going to be the Pacers or the Pelicans on the road? Gonna force a game 6. We got a close one here going into the fourth quarter, back and forth. We may actually have to hop in and watch this. I don't really want to do that, but if we do, we do. We'll go like 30 seconds. I'm in on that. 3-point lead for the Indiana Pacers. Are they going to close out on their home court, or will the Pelicans force something fun to happen, force some shenanigans? We're going to have to watch a million timeouts. Giannis on the inbound gives it to Lonzo. They're going to need a three, and they need it bad. Lonzo trying to dribble on John Wall. Doesn't have a shot. Time ticking. 3 points deficit. What is happening? What's the play? He just jacks up a shot. Hand in his face. Misses. And Domantas Sabonis grabs the rebound. CPU versus CPU is broken. And unless Sabonis chokes this completely, the game is over. First one he missed. The door is still open. Pelicans don't have any timeouts, but it is a 4-point deficit. How will Mitchell Robinson and this Pelican squad respond? Down by 4, need a quick basket. Brandon Ingram brings it up. Porzingis for 3, miss. And the Indiana Pacers are the final champions. Lance Stevenson leads the way on their home court. The Pacers are the 2023 NBA Finals champions. Domantas Sabonis still on the team. DeAndre Ayton, who they wanted to sign. Jeremy Grant, Cam Reddish. Indiana Nation is going crazy, and here's Adam Silver with the celebration.
Congratulations to the whole organization and, of course, this incredible team. This Larry O'Brien trophy, and I believe this suitcase are yours.
And is that Doc Rivers? Is he the head coach of the Pacers? Did Doc Rivers finally bring a team to the championship? The GOAT Pokashevsky is there, putting his hand through the trophy like it doesn't even matter. And the NBA Finals MVP. Is this John Wall? No, it's DeAndre Ayton, the former #1 overall pick. The Suns didn't want him. The Pacers did, but the Suns said no. And now the Pacers have him, and they have the Larry O'Brien trophy. The final champion of this re-simulation is none other than DeAndre Ayton and the Indiana Pacers, although this says John Wall, because of course it does. That's going to do it for this one. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next one.